Anaga ama ike ama. Anyị gwara unu lekwe n'ụzọ anyị chọrọ ịga now. This is how we want to move. Now this is going to help us. That is how things are being done. Especially when you are dealing with the public. You gotta just believe somebody whom have something feel in his pocket. You come and no, say like this. Forget about these people. Forget about them. That is how Otokoto underrated Ikechukwu. The boy, when Otokoto was running in Imo State, until that small boy took his head. The inability not to consider the public, the outrage, inability not to put in consideration men who have put everything. See how everybody is talking this evening on Radio Biafra. They are sacrificed what they have given up. This is just few people. We are not talking about our people being killed. And why are we reacting? Why are we talking these things? Because if you allow people to carry out these wrong narratives, people will lose their life. Remember, people will lose their life. Remember, there are things, if you don't correct them, it's just a matter of time. People start to believe it, that it is true. Because now, but I have told them on many occasions, there are stages in everything in life, in the struggle, in everything. This is not the time for black men. This is not the time to lie against somebody because of your stomach. This is not the time to lie against this movement. Remember the dead. Remember those in prison. Remember, there are thousands of our people missing. Most of you don't know.
Oh na 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 na. Watch it out. Watch me far away. See me far away, Shabada. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have. Because I have myself. Authentic say na defense. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see. Yeah. Unless you have the sense. Go learn to pretend. Do not run away. Kind of over than you. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I thought. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I am. I was over than you. Ohaneze Ndigo, how na day? I don't come to speak my mind. With no delay, let them know say una eyes clear about una way. Watch out, many things they happen in that country you did. So some people trouble up on people every day. go talk say you know they. I need to understand why this one about. I need to understand why the truth apart. The promise that we got and nationalize. The promise we will live and no complaint. Far away. Watch me far away. See me far away. See me far away. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have. Because I have myself. Oh, then things say na defense. Oh, make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see. Yeah, unless you have the sense. So you go like to pretend. Oh, kind of sober than you. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I talk. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I am. Kind of sober than you. Samada, ta. Kick your Boomba. See, I come back again to tell people say, now here we day. We don't come to stay. I say no retreat, no surrender. We're living big, but no array. Look at the soldiers killing innocent Biafrans every day. Look at the Islamists killing innocent Christians every day. It's depending on you, it's depending on you, it's depending on you. Chupoki Kogyama, Mataranya say you maka, Mataranya say you maka. I know Ginaka, that is why I say, that is why I thought, that is why I know. That is why I say, that is why I thought, that is why I know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mohamadike one, Biafra nile, Ayisigi Gabaniru, Onyakaya Tocha, Welifeneme, Onye Naya Netuno Hine, Chuku Kwamawaja, you are whiter than snow, Oku Kibesio, we stand where you stand, we street trial. Onyinye Chukwu Ezosika Osiki Ohamadike no secret trial. Prophet Yahweh's young Osiki Ohamadike Osiki Chisike Mazus Ejike Koli Osiki one day put a DJ, Sikwa, no well if an eme, no well if an affair, no well if an actor. Yes, one name, Victor, Chimezie, Okorochuku, Igbo Network Television, London, Osiki Chisike. Na hapuge nazu Biafra nile Gedine nuwa Asiki Gabaniru No secret trial No secret trial No secret trial No secret trial. Hey! Watch me far away See me far away Tell me what you saw I will show you what I have because I have myself. Oh, then things say na defense. Oh, make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, oh, you go like to pretend. Oh, do not run away. Kind of sober than you. That is why I stand. No secret trial. One fool is a seeker. Osiki Ohamadike. No secret trial. Prophet Yahweh's young. Osiki Ohamadike. Osiki Jisike. Mazus Ejike Kole Siki one day put a BJ Sikwa no well if a name no well if an affair no well if an actor Esi one name Victor Chimezie Okorochuku Igbo Network Television London Osiki Chisike na hapugi nazu Umu Biafra nile Gedine nuwa Asiki Gabaniru No secret trial No secret trial No secret trial No secret trial Hey! Watch me far away See me far away Tell me what you saw I will show you what I have because I have myself food and things say na defense. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, so you go learn to pretend. Do not run away. Kind of that is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I thought. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I know. That is why I say. Because I have myself food and things say na defense. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, so you go learn to pretend. Do not run away. Kind of that is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I thought. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I thought. That is why I say.
Good morning, friends and lovers of freedom. This is the Radio Biafra House of coming to you through Radio London. My name is Mazi, Chinedu from our province of Biafra, and now here live. Today is the 4th day of December 2025. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and welcome to this sacred platform where we preach the gospel of both physical and mental emancipation, that you may know the truth and the truth shall set you free. Therefore, once again, please invite your friends and well-wishers. Invite your siblings, even your enemies, invite them in order to gather to their listening devices to listen to this gospel, because we are simulcasting on different platforms. We are on FM 102.1 in many parts of Biafra land. Also, we are on satellite. We are on satellite, free to air satellite. Therefore, you can also listen through satellite. Please disregard this noise, it will fade. I've tried to, cure this disease through different ways, but no way. But it will surely go away. But we must continue. Therefore, as I said, we are on different platforms. We are on satellite and we are on IPOB Community Radio. It is a very low data consuming application that is specially designed in order to accommodate our people on ground zero, a place where there is no constant electricity, and in the wider logical primitive jungle republic called Nigeria, where there is no central electricity, pipe, bomb water, none, zero, zilch, nothing. You build your house, you put your own electricity, either you buy a generator or a solar panel or anything that can provide you privately electricity, and you dig your borehole, and I tell you, most of those boreholes are corrupted. I mean, most of the water are poisoned, polluted with different chemicals, sewages, anything you can think of. This is Nigeria. And the worst part of it is many people living here have taken it as normal. It's a normal thing. It's a normalcy. It's very sad. When you look at the issues, you see that it is very, very pathetic. Because many people took their life there in Nigeria as normal thing. There is no nice life in Nigeria because there is insecurity. There is no security for anybody. When you ask some people, they will tell you, no, it is in some parts. Some places are secure. I say, okay. Do not measure security in a country only in the city you are dwelling. In the city. Maybe in Lagos you drove from Ketu down to Yaba, to Wurunsheki, to Victoria Island, Oshodi. There is no problem. And you say there is insecurity. Can you also drive peacefully in the night? 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2, 3, 4, 5, even the same city? The answer is no. Okay. Just drive from Lagos down to Ore. How many kilometers? Just down to Ore. Start driving from Lagos. Maybe say you are going to Benin. You took your car with your friends or your family member. Say, we are going to Benin from 8 p.m. Your private car. You are leaving Lagos to go to Benin by 8, starting from 8 p.m. People will ask, no, you issue the but that is where some people even know this thing that is happening. No, it's not everywhere. There is security in some part. It's okay. You know, our people, many of our people don't understand what security means. I am telling you. They don't know that. They don't know that there are places that you can drive, even 12 midnight, you leave your city and drive through countryside, through even 200 kilometers, 400 kilometers, going free anywhere you want. You just park your car by 3 a.m. and feel the nature, even camp you know, if you have rest, you don't have that mindset of, hey, somebody wants to kidnap, but hey, there is a, fear. Or that fear, you never have it. Never. That is what is called security. When you have sense of security anywhere, both in the villages, both in the countryside, both in the city, you can move around any time of the day, of the night you want. Oh yeah, security. You know that many people in Nigeria, they're high, the stress of insecurity is killing. It's shortening people's lives. You don't know. You don't know. Do you? The sense of when you are maybe you are in a bus or in a public transport, and all of a sudden there is something that people say, that stress, you remove something from your life, and it's happening to people every blessed minute in Nigeria. Nigeria is a problem. Not that there is problem in Nigeria. No, Nigeria is the problem. I am telling you. Sometimes I wonder how this place was created, and into this giant tragedy that we are witnessing. Somebody like Ojo Zakalo, they always boast, Nigeria is not a pushover. Nigeria has a population of 230 million. It's a giant of. I say, what are you boasting of? What are you boasting of? You see, even on social media the other day, I saw is it on a Ghanaian social media broadcaster mocking Nigeria. That I think it was when they lost the World Cup this in Morocco against what do you call Congo. The man said anyway, they enjoyed the electricity. They enjoyed the electricity in Morocco. That is one of the big things they enjoyed. So very shameful. How long should we continue being like this? Being embarrassed. The Nigerian politicians, the crooks we call politicians, are there making mouth with Nigeria, with the population that has nothing to do with the reality. You see, it will be getting worse and worse. Remember, the Nigerian senators, the Nigerian Congress, the Nigerian parliamentarians receive the highest salary remuneration in the world among parliamentarians of the whole world. Nigeria. Do you get it? No, maybe you don't understand it. Nigerian senators, the Ojos Okalos, all of these people in the Senate, in the Nigerian Senate, that always say, Mr. President, they receive upwards of 30 million naira every month. Everything combined, with their laughing allowance, with their girlfriend allowance, with their newspaper allowance, everything. More than 30 million naira, 30 million naira more. In a country where the lowest minimum wage, the minimum wage is less than $100. Don't you see that there's a problem there? No, don't you see that? I ask you, sometimes I don't even understand what people defend about Nigeria. I don't understand. Nigeria is indefensible, honestly. Nigeria is completely indefensible. Okay, leave everything. Why not give people electricity? 247 electricity. Nigeria has the capacity to supply, to build nuclear power plant for electricity. But they cannot, they will not, they cannot, they will not do it. Obasanjo entered and siphoned, took $16 billion that he is going to put to electrify Nigeria. All gone. All on, all went into audio. All the money went into network problem, no connection. How long shall the Nigerian population be exploited? Because I see Nigeria as a place where there are two things. There is no middle ground. The winner gets everything. The loser loses it all. You are either an exploiter or you are exploited. Everything is extreme. You are an exploiter or you are an exploited. There is no middle ground. That is why everything in Nigeria is with alacrity. And the people have taken it as it is normal because they are born into that system. They see it as normal thing. That's why you see the electricity, the little electricity that they don't have in a community or in a street, and the transformer got burnt. The same NEPA will tax the community people, say, it's you people that will pay to buy transformer, another or for repairing the transformer. And the people, they will start collecting money. They will start collecting money. Say it's normal. No person will rise up. Say no, it's not. If any person, peradventure, one among the maybe 500 people, members of the community, start talking that no, this thing is it's not normal, that it is NEPA that's supposed to pay. That's supposed, because we are paying bill, the bill covers everything. Why should they be repairing their own transformer or repairing the damages done to incurred in the course of the services? The other people will be looking to him as absurd. Nah, waiting they worry you. You don't get money, I beg, make money and pay. You stop embarrassing. They look at Nigeria is upside down. I say Nigeria is the problem. I say a time will come, if Nigeria continues remaining, in the next few decades, Nigeria will be producing, another type of human being. What I'm telling you, I've just studied it, I've checked it, and it doesn't make sense, honestly. But what I'm telling you, it is going to happen. That if care is not taken, if Nigeria continues existing, a time will come when the Nigerian population will turn into another form of human being that is different from the normal world humans, because of the situation, the system that they are in. Because I cannot see the reason why. In Nigeria, they pray for electricity. Prayer. It is the act of God. If there is in 1 week, the 1 hour electric supply for a community. Oh, it is God that did it. People took it as normal thing. You build your house, now go make money. Everybody, mostly Igbo people, focus on making money. I had some time the voice of one guy on X. He lives in Germany. Yes, he is engaged in importation of containers, goods, and that is why he's proclaiming there is no marginalization against Igbos. that every Nigerian is marginalized. The only thing is that go and do your thing, go and make your contact. That is what is in Nigeria. The worst part of it is when you see somebody that is living abroad, experiencing good life, seeing how things work, and saying this, it makes me feel bad. I know that person is not a human being. I'm telling you. I don't mind the people living in Nigeria saying things. I don't care, because that is the way their view, because that is their experience. I don't too much mind. But what makes me mad is when you see somebody that lives abroad experiencing electricity 247 experiencing how things work, how governments take care of their citizens, how, of goods. Now you have a contact of Alaji, because he said his goods are going, many of his goods are being sold, taken to the north, being sold there. They patronize him, notwithstanding that he's an Igbo man. I say, look at opening small brain of an Igbo Ifulefu. Look at a small brain. So once you're okay, everybody is okay. That is the mentality. Once you are fine, everybody is fine. Go and make your money. Is that how it is done in Germany? The answer is no. Everybody is being cared for. The system cares for everybody according to the rules and regulations, according to the laws, the constitution of the country. German, what do you call them? Members of parliament, are they paid 20,000% more than teachers? The answer is no. But in Nigeria, you see a teacher receiving 100,000 naira, 120,000 naira, which they owe them, even most of the time, less than $100. Whereas a congressman, a parliamentarian, a senator is receiving more than 30 million naira the same 1 month. Do you see the discrepancy, the difference? And you are telling me that that is a country? Are you telling me that that is a country? Sometimes I talk in order to prick the conscience of some people. How I wish that some people listen. How I wish so. How I wish so. They push Nigerians into succumbing to fate. Don't fight. They call F-A-T-E, not F-A-I-T-H. No, succumbing to destiny. This is their destiny. This is the fate. You can't change it. No, you can't change it. Nigerians don't believe that the population can change anything. Everything should be done, championed by the politicians. That is what Nigerians, that is the mentality being spread by these mischievous people. Now, you don't need to fight for anything. All that you need to do is be law abiding. Go and vote. That is what they campaign. Go and vote, enter politics. And I ask, what has Nigerian politics changed since 1960? Okay, let's say since 1999, the so-called democracy, what has voting changed? You enter there, the system corrupts you. An individual cannot change the system. People can change the system through revolution. That is it. When you tell them about this our agitation, peaceful agitation for Biafra restoration, they say there is no place, there is no place in the Nigerian constitution that you can have a referendum. You don't need to go through your local representatives and you ask them how. You have to fight for something. You have to agitate for something to be included, because law is made for man, not man made for law. When you are when you are going through or having a constitution that do not favor that, a constitution that does not favor the population have the right. They have the right in order to agitate so that things could change. That is how things are done. Therefore, remember, today is the first day of December, the last month of the year, the 12th month, 2025. And we are here live and direct. Remember, we are still talking on the series of the Sokoto Caliphate manipulations. The Sokoto Caliphate manipulations. That is what we are talking about. We are discussing. Because it's very lengthy. The Sokoto Caliphate manipulated the indigenous population into the situation everybody is today. The Sokoto Caliphate, they are manipulative. This is what we are trying to reverse. That is why I always say that the Sokoto Caliphate must be dismantled. Do not forget that the Sokoto Caliphate was established through jihadism and for jihadism. Are you getting what I'm saying? The Sokoto Caliphate was established through jihadism and for jihadism. What is jihadism? What is jihadism for? It is for the propagation of the Islam. Do you see that? It is for the propagation of Islam. And now the Fulani Empire, they modified this Islam their own way, the extreme version of Islam to suit their agenda of colonialism. That is what we call Fulanization. Therefore, have you ever seen other religions, mostly Christianity, being pampered in a jihadism? Or during jihadism? It never happened. The Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, ISIL, you knew when they started during Obama regime, you knew what they did to Christians. They were targeted. Nineveh, you are seeing today, Nineveh, where they put Nineveh, anything that had anything to do with Christianity was reduced to rubble. Babylon, Nineveh, in Iraq. This is something, these are facts. Jihadism does not tolerate any other religion. They target them as number one enemy. We saw it in Afghanistan. The grand statue of Buddha that was built in Afghanistan for thousands of years, which has been a tourist attraction in Afghanistan. Very giant, is it? Yes, Buddhist statues carved in a mountain was blown to shreds, to pieces, to the consternation of the international community, by the Taliban, by the Mujahideen, the jihadists, because they say it is un-Islamic. Now tell me, how do you think that the Sokoto Caliphate can coexist with other religions like Christianity? And the people are saying that there is no genocide or Christian genocide. Don't you see that it is absurd? Where have you seen that there is jihadism and they tolerate Christian religion? Tell me where. Tell me. Tell me where. At least it is the primary target. So Christian religion is, Christian genocide is happening in Nigeria. It didn't start today. It started with the formation or the establishment of the Sokoto Caliphate, the Sultanate of Sokoto. Do you see the thing now? And there is no way the Sokoto Caliphate, being in charge of governance of the central government of Nigeria, will be pampering Christianity. It is impossible. This is something logical. This is something is factual. So when you see some people that are talking through both sides of their mouth, like give example of what do you call this man? Bishop Kuka. Yes, Bishop Kuka. Bishop Kuka rejects claims of Christian genocide in Nigeria. Says you can kill 10 million people and it won't be genocide. These are people that are gaining from the system, from the blood of people, millions, thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people being butchered. These are the people. In a way, they come. You think that they are representing your religion. You don't know that they are part of the problem. They are representing the Sokoto Caliphate. Because where he is, the office is holding, they will tell him, don't. It doesn't touch him now. It doesn't touch him. They give him protection. So, he's a prominent Catholic bishop in the north. But he have to always speak from both sides of his mouth. These are the problem. This type of people are the problem. Are you getting what I'm saying? This is the reason why they quote them. People like Sheikh Gumi quote them. People like, they use them in order to, they bring them out, showcase them to America, say, look, this is a very big bishop, Bishop Kuka. As Nigerian government is lobbying against the establishment of the ongoing Christian genocide, they quote people like him that look at it, because Nigerian government, the caliphate, they know how to, they know how to manipulate. They know. Don't you see how they replaced the governor of Benue State? His tenure finished 8 years. Governor Autumn. Now the caliphate tried, they put their own person, who is a reverend father. But the Benue people now, they protrude him, they showcase him to the people as, oh, this one is the hottest, this one is a reverend father. So during the campaign, later the people know that, look, this is how the Sokoto Caliphate functions. They will give you fake, provide for you fake in order to replace the original. If you are not observant, you will not know. You will pick the fake. That is what they try to do to IPOB. Are you getting it? With Ekberima. They tried everything they could. I mean the Nigerian government, the caliphate, with Britain. They promoted Ekberima. That he is the person he is even more dangerous than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is this, they promoted him. When I continue saying this because I was shouting this on air. I could remember in 2021 when I saw Obasanjo talk about Simon Ekpa promoting him. I saw BBC promoting him. Hey, I said this is completely confirmed. My fear has been confirmed. When our enemies are promoting somebody on top of us, there is something sinister going on. But some of our people are not observant. That's why here we urge you, please, and please, stop making judgment based on your sentiment. Kill sentiment. We have suffered through sentiment. I am telling you. You see, we have suffered through sentiment, or due to our sentiment, because sentiment brings it, just like it's adrenaline. When you are sentimental, you make wrong judgments because you are no longer neutral. You no longer observe things as it should be. You go sentimental. Few hours ago, privately, I was talking to somebody who was he's a national coordinator. Yeah, talking, he said, now some people are even calling, they are saying, they are not seeing anything now. Some are developing code feet, so what should be done in order to bring back faith to IPOB, this and that. I said, look, there is nothing IPOB could do more than what it's doing. You don't expect a person of, for example, 30 years old behaving like a child of an 8-year-old child. It doesn't make sense. We have passed the era of awareness creation. During the early time of IPOB, anything is allowed. Sentiment, anything, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come and say anything that he will say. Anything I want to do, I will say it openly, so that the Nigerian, our enemies, will know. That is building. That time he was building. IPOB. It was building the mindset of IPOB with using the same sentiment. But today we are matured enough to make decisions. You don't expect things to be going like, oh, the leadership will come and say, what they want to do. Some people are expecting that, I said, what is IPOB going to do? Come up now, let us, What do you want to see? What do you want to see? you have never recovered from your water. Which Nigeria government, the Sokoto Caliphate is they were poised, waiting. They have people already waiting in order to cause confusion, commotion, to start killing people, and they will pin it to IPOB so that they will use it against us. They will tell Trump, oh, these are IPOB. Don't you see that they are terrorists? Don't you see? Imagine that the leadership of this struggle fell or fall into your sentimental view. What many people have been saying, no, don't if Mazi Chinedu came on to mention names of criminals that are being used, that are committing havoc in our land, agents of Nigerian government through Ekberima, some people will be castigating. No, do your own thing, leave others. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say anything you can do for Biafra to come, do it. So why you? And you are watching them. You are watching. Imagine that IPOB kept quiet and say, okay, it doesn't matter. Even if they say now IPOB or ESN, we don't care. We keep quiet. By now, there will be nothing like IPOB. And the same people will start blaming the leadership. That is how our people behaves. And now, do we know why no be you people no more? Why do you take our decision? No, we don't know now. So now that them spoil everything. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu si ndị bayo na-eme ka ozu abeke. Bring Ghana elu. No. Bring Ghana. No. Bring n'akụkụ mbamba oge. No, so you Mazi Edoziem has once said that IPOB is no more here to make you feel happy. No. IPOB is only here to do the right thing in order that we bring us the resolve we need. What again are you expecting? What again? In the water, they have done water. Water is somewhere. Where is everybody disappear? They splintered into two people will form one group. That is how they wanted IPOB to scatter. So IPOB continue working in our way. We are discreet. Onye ara mere ihe ya hụ onye mechanic ya dị careful ya gbalaga. That is IPOB. IPOB leadership is highly careful, very, very careful, because they know the enemies they are fighting. Are you getting it? They know the enemy that is surrounding us. Any slightly look at sit at home and no sit at home. Look at what it costs. Just look at it. The leadership of this struggle people don't understand the enemy. The enemies that are surrounding, even internal enemies. Those that are working for the caliphate, for the Nigerian government. People don't understand. Just look at 2021. Sit at home, normal thing. They went and sabotaged it. They went and pressured Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to cancel it. They know where they were going. Now when the order of Onyendu to stop the sit at home was obeyed by the DOS, the same set of animals, I call them, the same set of people with animal hearts, wicked people. People don't know what you know why I'm bitter. You see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sibling, the lives, the costs, avoidable deaths of our people. What the blood of people that was shed because of their greed, it will never be forgotten. I am telling you. I will never, not only me, it will never be forgotten. History history records it. This is on history. They went, they pressured Onyendu, which Onyendu said, okay, give order. He gave a plausible reason that no, you people should stop the sit at home. You know, if you don't stop it now, if you don't cancel it, it will seem that I no longer have power where I am now. So over IPOB. So it looks plausible. And the leadership obeyed. Mazi Chinedu came to this platform, being hosted by me. And painstakingly, I say, with difficulty, he cancelled the sit at home. The same people, evil people, you see these people, IPOB, you see the blood of people that was shed because of this their greed, we never leave them and their generations. I am telling you. The same people went back and started supporting Ekperima. Furnishing Ekperima what to say that, oh, these people, the leadership of this struggle they have collected money from the government, from Nigeria government. Spreading propaganda, causing confusion everywhere. That was the genesis of the problem that engulfed many parts of Biafra land. You see that? Do you see when, you know, this is just a tip on the iceberg about the reason why the leadership of this struggle does not speak or make pronouncements anyhow for you to understand what it means. Because there are both external and internal enemies waiting. Anything they go and destroy it. If it is something they will use to collect money from politicians, this and they do, and they sabotage and destroy it. That is why the silence of the leadership is golden, but they continue working. You see the result. You know, you will only be seeing the result, which is also what is going on. Nigeria is shaken to the foundation, and we continue because there is Christian genocide. You know, we go with facts. Are you getting what I'm saying? We go with the facts, the historical facts, and the facts on ground, what is going on. And that is why we always win. At last, we always win. So, when people are saying, no, the leadership should be, you know, showing this and that. No. These are the reasons. Our enemies are everywhere. Any slightest statement or misstatement or anything they hear, they are waiting. Don't you see that they have been waiting? They are disappointed now. Because if not that Mazi Chinedu came on and warned against any group or any people that will come now, make a video. If you don't release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we will destroy everywhere. We will shoot. We will do this. Put on social media video. Maybe 5 people, 8 people. We are this is ESN. Guys, the leadership, IPOB butchered them before even they come up. So that any person that comes up to start making that video, know that it is on his own. Do not ever mention IPOB. Even if the person mentions IPOB, know that they are government sponsored. You don't know what that thing means. We are the thing reached. You don't know. That's why you see calm. Otherwise, you would have been seeing people, because that is what Nigerian government has. They have prepared their people. Aside the boys, they are providing boys, providing expendables. They are there. waiting, so that any slightest mistake or misstatement, everywhere IPOB is ESN, and they are potassium ESN. No. So we are matured enough to understand how things work. You know, when you're a child, you don't understand many things. There are things your father, even your father, he will look, you say, no, he will laugh, he will keep quiet, because he know you will not understand. But as your age goes up as a man, he will be telling you some certain things as you can carry. He will be giving you some information. Now, as you continue growing older and older, he will more information, because he knows that you are matured enough to carry them. And it will be making you now be seeing things, seeing reality as it is, not as a child. Because as a child, you can be deceived with, you don't see the reality, you are sentimental. Your father can deceive you, or somebody can deceive you, say, don't worry, I will buy you an aeroplane, and you believe it because you're a child. You never knew that the aeroplane has, you need to land at the airport, and your house is not the airport. You never know that the aeroplane, you need to even go to pilot school in order to drive it, because you're a child. Do you see the difference? That is what our people want us to be doing. IPOB will come and say, you know, that is why our people as children, that are kindergarteners. He will come on from A. He will tell, don't worry, we are negotiating for ship, for warship, and for jet fighters. That we have advanced some money. No, remaining little money. We need 100 Biafrans that will be giving us whether $100,000 every month. And you see, people will believe him because that is what they want to hear, because they are children. Though they are adults, though they, you know, they are schooled, they have a PhD, though they have masters, though they are professionals in their own fields, but mentally they are still children. Do you see that? They say yes, yes, because that is what they want to hear. And this thing I'm telling you is the reason why you go to churches today, crowd everywhere, mostly crowded by Igbo people, because they tell them what they want to hear, receive. You see PhD holders there, you see doctors there, you see, oh, why you, no, it's him that prayed for me, so that is why I get this position I have now. You see, because they are children in thinking. That is why they are gullible. Are you getting the connection? That is why our people fool the churches, because they are not matured mentally to understand how things work. No, they are being directed by their sentiments. That thing they believe, that thing they believe, it is like that. It's in their head. As a child, which you promise, don't worry, I will buy you a train. Don't worry, I will buy you a train. You will be using train to go to school. Okay? And he will be happy. He will go back, stop following you for you to go to your work. He will stop crying. He never asks questions because he don't have the mental capability to understand all these things. This is how many of our people are not matured. But for IPOB hardcores, we should understand that IPOB has matured, or is matured enough to do things and not showcasing, and not, you know, promising heaven and earth to make you happy. After your happiness, what happens? After your happiness, It's just like drug. That is why I say I continue maintaining it. That's why our people are clients to customers to pastors, because they tell them what, like yesterday, receive. This is your new. We have entered December now. 2026 will be a year of breakthrough. Hey, I believe, I accept. Hey, now, the small one you have, you need to use it to sow seed for you to receive open door 2026. Oh, yeah, that is it. Your year of open door 2026 is here, is coming. Again, when open door crusade, open door this and that. Our people now are everywhere because they don't understand. They have abandoned the government. They thought that is how life is. No person talks about government responsibility. If you start talking about government responsibility in Nigeria, they see you as absurd, because that is how the system conditioned them. It is very, very sad. So let me read a bit what the Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, he said. The headline says, Bishop Kuka rejects claims of Christian genocide in Nigeria. Says you can kill 10 million people and it won't be genocide. This was on 30th November. That was yesterday. The Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese and the convener of the National Peace Committee, NPC, Most Reverend Matthew Kuka, has reiterated that alleged Christian killings in Nigeria do not amount to genocide, stressing that the defining factor of genocide is intent rather than casualty figures. Do you see? Now, tell me, what is the intention of establishing the Sokoto Caliphate? That is a question. Because there has been kingdoms there. The Hausa kingdom. There has been, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Bishop Kuka could be an Hausa person or another tribe. But I know he's not a Fulani person. Another northern tribe. I don't know his tribe. But I think maybe he's an Hausa. I don't know. If somebody that knows his tribe, please, let me know. Mazi or Basi, if you know about it, please inbox me about the ethnicity, the tribe of Bishop Kuka. Now it says that Nigerian Christian killings in Nigeria do not amount to genocide, stressing that the defining factor of genocide is intent rather than casualty figures. My goodness me. So what is the intention of the Sokoto Caliphate? I tell you, the Sokoto Caliphate was established as a result of jihadism and the continuous jihadism, because they will not stop. A caliphate will never stop expanding. That is why they have they had the ISIS, Islamic State of Iraq, and is it Levante, and they were destroyed because they has no respect to borders. Are you getting it? To the established borders, they establish their own borders, and their borders, they continue expanding. That is why you are seeing the Fulani terrorists moving around, coming down to Middle Belt. From Middle Belt, you think that they will stop? No, they will be coming down to South Kwara. From Benue, they are coming down to. They will be coming down to Enugu, to Southeast. That is how they roll. Remember, even in Benue, many of their targets, most of the people they have been massacring, the Christians they have been killing, are Igbos. Because the most pathetic thing that Nigeria did to us as a people is destroying the structure of Igbo land, splintering it. That is the worst thing you can do to a people. Are you getting it? If you want to destroy a people, splinter their, gerrymander their borders. I mean their country or their land borders. Put them into different places. One of the people that is suffering this today is the Kurdish people. You have Kurdish people, Kurdish people being carved into Iraq. You have Kurdish people being in Turkey. You have Kurdish people being carved into Syria. You have them in Iran. Do you see that? So that a Kurdish person from Iraq will now be seeing himself as an Iraqian, while his brother in Iran becomes a stranger to him. These are the Sokoto Caliphate manipulations. After the war, they thought of what to do to our land, to us. Our people were not observant. Our people were not at alert. Our people were basically go and look for money. Everything, they embraced Nigeria. They swallowed Nigeria hook, line, and sinker. That is the most brutal part of it, or devastative part of our problem. Now, anything we don't, they impose even representatives. Any genuine person that is representing us as a people politically, they make sure to remove him or to kill him or to relegate him to the background. They put saboteurs on top of us. Do you see the situation we are in? I miss Mazi. I've been trying, please. Mazi, I don't know. I've been trying his number. I cannot get him. If you have his number, please let me know. Send to me. Our people, we are just moving around like sheep without shepherd. They don't care. They don't understand nothing. They splintered us. They divided us. Why carving out Benue? They put some part of Igbo land in Benue. Kogi, they put some part of Igbo land in Kogi now for them to be seeing themselves as non-Igbos. They use propaganda, divided us. Now, those our brothers, Igbo people in some places today you call South, in River State, in Delta, they now tell them privately, Nigerian government propaganda, the caliphate propaganda, met them and told them, look, if you want to get something from Nigeria, deny your identity. You are not Igbo. If you say you're Igbo, you will not get anything good from the government. Now they say, okay, is that the case? They deny themselves. Say we are not Igbo. So that we will be having identity crisis, trying to regulate. I am Igbo, I'm not Igbo, I'm a Northerner, I'm Igbo from the north, I'm Igbo Benue, I'm not Igbo, really Igbo. As we are busy trying to argue and fight over this, we don't longer have time to fight our real enemy, the caliphate. They carved our land, they smartly carved out our land. So that when whenever I talk about Igbo, somebody in Nigeria will tell you five south on a get land, not be five southern, five southeastern land is Igbo land. Which land on a get? This is what the Allied forces, including Soviet Union, wanted to do to Germany after defeating them in the Second World War in 1945. They wanted to annex them, divide their lands, and annex them. Now orient them oriented. You know, when I mean what I mean by annexation, assimilation also, so that there will be nothing like a German today. They consider this. You know, I've been saying this all the time. Studying history, you will understand. The Allied forces considered assimilating Germans, annexing them to different countries. If not, they can, even America, some part can become part of America. The American occupied side will become part of America. And they will be speaking English as the official language instead of German, so that they stop anything German. But they know that it will boomerang later. If not to 50 years, in the next 100 years, you know, it will constant, you know, it will boom. Their great grandchildren will study what happened, and now there will be problem everywhere that they cannot control. These are people that understands how things work. They don't allow their sentiments to blind the reality that is facing them. I mean the Europeans. That's why I like them. Honestly, I like them. Call them any name, but they face the reality and make good judgment whenever it concerns their interests or their countries. They make sound judgment and analysis, and they get it. They say no. You know, if we annex these people, annihilate, assimilate them, in the next few decades or even centuries, it will become a problem that our great grandchildren that time will never be able to control, and they will be blaming us, say, why do we do this? Are you getting it? Because they will be studying the German. It doesn't matter that they are Americans then or they are French people. They will now start understanding that, look, they were assimilated, that their original heritage was Germany. But because they lost the war, that's why they were treated like this. So it will become they can start even the type of war that, because that time they will be everywhere. They will be everywhere. There will be Americans, there will be Russians, there will be Polish, there will be French, there will be Canadians, there will be, you know, name them. So they will cause problems everywhere. But in the case of black people, Nigeria, the caliphate, they don't care what it will cost in you know, the caliphate, they don't care what will happen, how what they are doing today will affect their coming generations, even in the next 100 years. They don't care. They say, we do it today, they will take care of everything. They trust themselves, and that is where, that is their, you know, that is always their their weak point. They overtrust themselves. Are you getting me? And you know, we always exploit their weak point. That is it. So you see, the caliphate, when this man said, Bishop Kuka, he said that there is no Christian genocide, that definition, defining factor of genocide is intent rather than casualty figures. So it doesn't matter, even if the Fulani terrorists, if they kill, they ransack Christian villages in the Middle Belt, in the north, and kill millions of people, that is not genocide. That is what he's saying. Now, somebody that is ransacking a village, a people that is killing men and women in the village, driving the people away from the village. What do you think that is intention? Don't he have an intention? That is something that this man failed to understand. Okay, does it just happen just like that, just out of out of the blue, that they come, they give you, they slay people, they destroy villages, and they don't have no single intention of anything. No, Bishop Cooker. They have a predetermined intention, and that predetermined intention is what makes it a genocide. The killing of the Jews during the Second World War, they were targeted. Are you getting what I'm saying? It was a predetermined, intentional killing, and that is why it's a genocide. They want to wipe those people out, including the gypsies. Even black people now being killed in the Second World War. Oh, who cares about, who talks history? Do you see history even reporting them about them? Because they don't take them as a real human being. They take them as lower human being. This is what Africans are suffering. And Africans never even rise up to deep, our historians, to dig deep and make researches about the killing of black people by Germany. They don't talk about it. Everybody is focused on the Jewish genocide, which is horrible. But what about black people being killed during the Second World War? You know what the Germans used to do? They killed the black people. They take away any of their identity and abandon the corpses, so that people don't even know who they are. This is evil. Are you getting it? This is evil and against the norms of war. But people don't talk about it. So, when this man said that it is the intent of the caliphate, first of all, the Sokoto Caliphate was established as a colonizing power. It's through jihadism. Are you getting it? So, as I have been saying, jihadists, they don't romance with Christians. No. Either you convert or they cut you, they behead you. Let me play this. Let me play this. Please listen.
In all of this violence, the most vulnerable groups that have been targeted and bastardized are women. Our mothers, our sisters, our daughters. Let the international community know that what is happening in Nigeria is not just about killing men. It's not fight between communities. No, women are targeted and they keep kidnapping and raping women every now and then. It's been going on now for how many years?
Do you know why these Fulani terrorists, why they target women, why they rape them? It's what they did during the Biafra war. They are masters of this, to compromise the bloodline of a people. Chineke. It has been the way of the colonial masters, the colonizers. They are brutal. They rape the women. They destroy. Any woman killed, murdered, is a generation that have been closed. Generation. Because why? Or they can just destroying a land, a part of a land. You have closed it. Or polluting that land with plutonium or uranium. Finish. You have destroyed that place. You have destroyed that piece of place. All the products, all the things he's supposed to produce, trees and farm, no more, is gone. That is how women are. So these people, they understand. I mean, the Fulani terrorists, they understand. When they come to Christian communities, they rape the women in order to compromise the blood lineage, so that these women, a raped woman, it will be a child and still say, okay, it's my child. Now, ọkwa ihe juru n'ala Igbo, what they committed in our land is horrible. They raped our women, they took our women, and oh my goodness me. That is why you see people today, when you see some people speaking, you say, it's true. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did is completely true. So these people, the caliphate, these terrorists, they understand. They don't want you to be unified or your blood to be the same. They compromise it, so that tomorrow, the gene of the real father, the biological father he has, the Fulani father, which he never see no more. In our listen now, in Igbos, we are marginalized. We need to find solutions. You're saying now nobody is marginalized. I'm doing my business on my God. So go and do your own connection. These are the realities facing us, and this is what they continue carrying out. When they come, I say these people that know they hear, the TV, we will compromise their bloodline. They sow seeds of discord, because when they rape, they sow seeds of discord, because that seed will germinate tomorrow. In the next 20 years, all those children will become adults. These are the people, when you tell them, saying, let us find solution for wanting our communal solution, they tell you, so, oh boy, I beg, wait yourself, I'll be no trouble. These are the people. This is how they move, and we cannot overlook it. This is what this man that is saying this is from Benue, is from TV, I think. Yes, go on listening, please.
Our daughters, let the international community know that what is happening in Nigeria is not just about killing men. It's not fight between communities. No, women are targeted, and they keep kidnapping and raping women every now and then. It's been going on now for how many years? We're talking about 15 years consistent. Do you wait until all our women are humiliated? I would encourage the women groups around the world to rise up and put their voices, so that our mothers and our women, our wives, can be treated with dignity, and not by criminals who go about using religion to destroy beautiful souls, as in many of our women.
I remember the story of the woman that her baby was thrown from a cliff, because they asked her to denounce her religion, and she said no, and her newborn baby was thrown.
They asked her to denounce her Christian religion. She said no, and her newborn baby was thrown off or over a cliff. So why is Bishop Kuka talking that there is no intention? It is a random killing. No, for goodness sake, no. The Christian genocide is real. Their intention is to forcefully convert, Islamize everybody. And once you are Islamized, now you become subservient to them. That is when they now colonize you. Are you getting it? Because a colonizer can never come and completely, colonization will never be complete without bringing you down with the colonizer's religion. Do you now see it? That is what they are doing. That is what the Europeans did the same thing to us. And that is why today we are we claim to be Christians. It is how they did it. What we are seeing today, it is a typical example of how the Europeans also Christianize us. It is something. Even maybe their own, even worse. I can tell you. It is something. How can they colonize you without Islamizing you? It is impossible. They have to take charge of your religion. So that, whenever you are doing something now, your obligation to them, you will now see it as divine. Do you see why they have to colonize you through Islamization? The same way the Europeans colonize us through Christianization. It's the same thing. Because if they allowed us to be on our own religion, our own way of life, their colonization is not complete. Evidence is there in Asia. Many countries in Asia were colonized by Europeans, France, England, but they refused to adopt to their religion. And that is why today they are doing very well. Because that was a half colonization. But when it comes to our land, we are completely colonized. When you see, who are you worshipping? What we are saying is factual. It's not something we make up. No, it is something that is glaring at your head. Who is Jesus? White man. So you now see it as it is your divine. It is divine for you to bow down to him. It is divine. That is what the Fulani they are trying to achieve. So that when they Islamize you, you now refer to them as those that bring God to you. Are you getting the gist? This is what the Sokoto Caliphate is doing. In our Korokoro, in our presence, they are doing the colonization process. But you don't understand it. These are the Sokoto Caliphate manipulations. But do you know it? It is for you to answer. Because IPOB, we are here to stop the spread of the Sokoto Caliphate. It is jihadism. And jihadists, they don't massage Christians. No. You either get converted or they behead you, because for them you are nothing. You are nothing but a pig for them. Now, when you now convert and say process what they call the Shahada, now they know that okay, the process of colonizing you have started. Now they colonize you. They start teaching you. You become their eternal students. You become subservient to them. In next 2-3 generations, we start seeing the Fulani as those that brought Allah to them, to their forefathers. And anything they tell them, they do. That is why they impose Fulani in different parts of Hausa land. Are you getting the gist? Because for them, for the Hausas, for the conquered Hausas, if not that they are rising up now, the scales that block their eyes are now falling off, and they are seeing, many of them are seeing clear. I used to watch their write-ups and everything on the social media. Are you seeing that? That's why anywhere they are, you see 1,000 houses gathered. When it comes to prayer, when it comes to who to lead them, naturally they start looking for a pure Fulani among them. A Fulani, who is a Fulani here? Because they brainwash them that leadership belongs to the Fulani. It is divine order. No Hausa person can ever smell or even aspire to be the Sultan of Sokoto. It is absolutely impossible. You ask yourself why? No, you don't ask yourself, because they are the supreme leaders of other races. They have colonized them through Islamization. When you meet them, they will start quoting for you the Quran. How Quran? No, no, no. You don't need to be disobedient to those that brought to you Allah. They use religion to manipulate them. That is why they are targeting Christians, non-Muslims. Now, when they get them, they now colonize them. It is two processes. If you become Islamized as a people, they now go towards the second process of colonizing you, brainwashing you to accept the Fulani supremacy. Any people among you people that are murmuring, rebellious, although Muslim, though Islam, though he's a Muslim, he has been converted, now the same Fulani will kill him or her and take full control. That is how the colonizers function. The Europeans did it in our land. They Christianized us, our forefathers. Any people, any dissenting voice, any people, anybody in a community that says no, this is abomination, we cannot, they kill the person and they behead the person. Some of our great warriors, their heads are in Europe, for your information. Their heads are stored in European English museums, secret places, as trophies. That is true. Are you getting it? So, we are talking about the Sokoto Caliphate manipulations. And they are committing suicide, genocide against Christians. But they are using people like Kuka and others. Do you know Kuka is a bishop, a Catholic bishop? In order to speak grammar, tell you the difference. No, it's not intent. It is the action. It is not intentional. Tell you how this and that is defined. But there are many communities, many villages, Christian villages in the north, being ransacked. They, strategically discriminate against Christians in the north. This is a genocide. When you are a Christian, you cannot reach to certain height. When you are a Christian, you cannot be employed in certain places. Are you getting it? Because the Sokoto Caliphate is there, and they are making sure that they control everywhere. That is why you go to some places in the north. Look at southern Kaduna was before almost 98% Christians or non-Muslims, Christians and traditional worshippers. But today, I think there are more than 40% Muslims in southern Kaduna. How does it happen? That is the question you need to ask yourself. They are in power. They will tell you, you have to convert. Only you have to convert. Do you know that even Igbo, you do not let even names deceive you now. Are you getting what I'm saying? You can see Igbo man now answering Musa. Just maybe you see a military officer answering Haruna. You don't know it's an Igbo man. He will tell you now, you need to change the name in order for him to be inconspicuous, for him to be progressing in the military academy, in the Nigerian government, for him to be progressing. This is genocide, for goodness sake. You don't know that? Cultural assimilation is genocide. When you see names, you think that it's an Hausa man or it's a Northerner. You don't know it's an Igbo man or a German. But they want to progress in their career in the Nigerian system because the caliphate, the Sokoto caliphate, is in charge. So you need to change his name so that they don't, when you answer for what they see from 100 kilometers, they know that he's an Igbo man. Anything, whether your promotion file, everything will be kept aside. It will be hidden. There's nothing you can do. You're an Igbo man. But once they see maybe Haruna, Chagili, you don't know he's an Igbo man, pure Igbo man. But they will not know. Say, okay, they sign out. They'll see it's one of them. They'll just sign. These are the Sokoto Caliphate manipulations. This is the same way Turkey turned into Islamic State. I mean, a Muslim country today. Remember, it was a Christian country. Many of the places you see in the Bible, Corinth, not Thessalonica. I think Thessalonica is in Greece. Colossia, all these places, most of them are in present day Turkey. But what happened? They manipulated them. The Christians say, no, nothing happened. Pray. Let me read also what this guy, Kuka. He's a Kuka group. They come to clarify what he said, which is I will read for you what they clarified. Okay, I think it's today's news headline. Today's news headline, December 1st. He said, Kuka Center refutes misreports, reaffirms Bishop Kuka stand on religious persecution. Listen. The Kuka Center has issued a formal statement. Okay, in a statement released on Monday, the Kuka Center expressed a concern over recent media reports, which it says selectively quoted and distorted Bishop Kuka's comments from two major events. The launch of the 2025 World Report on Religious Freedom at the Vatican on October 21st, and his keynote address at the 46th Supreme Convention of the Knights of St. Mulumba in Kaduna in October 28. Okay. According to the center, contrary to claims in the reports, Bishop Kuka has never downplayed the gravity of faith-based persecution in Nigeria. Rather, his long-standing position has been consistent and unequivocal. These are grammar they are using to confuse people. Citing paragraph 5 of the Vatican remarks, the Kuka TKC noted that Bishop Kuka have explicitly condemned the deterioration of the security. It's not all this grammar. Condemn, no condemn. That is not the problem. The problem is their Christian genocide. That is what we want to hear. They want, these people, they know how to go around the things, before you lost the whole substance of even what you are trying to get. He said, citing the Kuka Center. Okay, citing paragraph 5 of his Vatican remarks, the Kuka Center noted that Bishop Kuka had explicitly condemned the deterioration of security and the state's failure to curb targeted killings across the country. Okay, targeted killings across the country. It's vague. In his words, we do have serious problems. The inability of the federal government and its security agencies to end these killings has created the condition for the genocide that has taken over many communities today. In many cases, they are targeted because of their beliefs, but also because of their ethnicities. Who are targeted? Do you see, he is not man enough to mention even the Christians he is representing. Eh? The Kuka Center emphasized that Bishop Kuka's Kaduna presentation, which traced the historical roots of persecution from the listen to this, which traced the persecution from the crucifixion of Christ to the martyrdom of his disciples, was aimed at strengthening Christian communities with messages of faith, solidarity, justice, and healing. The structure of the presentation, the center instead clearly validated the current realities of Christian persecution rather than diminishing them. Do you see? Do you listen to what he said? Let me explain to you what he said here. Because he is now indirectly telling Christians to accept the persecution, because this is how the founder of Christianity was persecuted. Na ana apache on a league, honestly. Ana apache, yeah, India, I am a league. Look at what he said. He said the Kuka Center emphasized that Bishop Kuka's Kaduna presentation, which traced the historical roots of persecution from the crucifixion of Christ to the martyrdom of his disciples, was aimed at strengthening Christian communities with messages of faith, solidarity, justice, and healing. Which means, you know, all this big grammar and going back and forth he's talking about. He said, don't worry, do not call it Christian. After all, if you say the killing of Christians, it started from Jesus Christ. He was crucified. So Christians should take everything they are suffering with joy, because that is how Christianity is. That is what he's saying here. These people are evil. I am telling you. Huh? Instead of coming direct, you know, I don't want to continue reading this. I did this thing. It got me annoyed. How can this man be saying this? Consoling Christian that I don't complain. After all, the religion you are in is a religion where you come, you know, you are a sheep, you are a lamb. You should be ready to put your life. Don't defend yourself. Just accept it. Do you see the policy, the system? Do you see the reason why Christians are always willing? Do you see that? I'll come again. Christian religion. I go one year joke. Yeah, they got Tokumbo. Tokumbo on a bute. In the Chabakashire, about 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Give way na you went no na you got now wow good one. You bought a new car. Exactly the same thing with their religion. Let me tell you, this Christianity you are saying, it was pacified as time went on. The Europeans, you are saying, that is why I tell you, do you see the people you demonize Illuminati? No, please. I don't do that. I don't demonize them. These are wise people. These are the people that designed the Bible, the religion you are going today they call you lamb, and you gladly answer. You gladly accept it. Every time you are willing. Okay, you are willing for Trump to help you. Trump is it God? Is he God that you are calling? You see, what they did Christianity is this. After using Christianity to conquer many places, including colonization of the world, of different parts of the world, mostly in Africa, now they found a way to pacify it for a long time. They tried to pacify it. Now they divided it and say, wherever you see no, and they fought and they conquered, and they said no, that is Old Testament. It's no more acceptable. It's no more viable now. What is viable now is the time of grace. Do you see where the Illuminati came into play? Oh, We need to strive to get this type of wisdom. I'm telling you. I am telling you honestly. This is what France is trying to do to Islam today. What I'm telling you is factual. You see, France, they are trying to form their own Islam, French Muslim, that is not from the mainstream. They train the imams. You know, they are trying to pacify the word jihadism the same way the word crusade was pacified. Do you know that crusade originally was not meant? It doesn't mean this thing you are like, you see this December, many people will be putting in the poster, oh, best pastors, we are going to hold the 3 days, 4 days crusade. Crusade, the original meaning of crusade is fight. Physical fight, like jihadism. Jihad. Fight against unbelievers. Fight for the cross. That's crusade. After the Europeans use all these things, conquer the places, colonize the people, now they know that if they continue, using or arming this religion or living this religion in its way, in its, fighting terms, let me put it like that, that people will also, the colonized people will also use it to revolt against them. That is now the reason why they started changing texts. Calling the other side is the Old Testament. You don't need to use it, but you can use it to give sermon and praise the God of David that destroyed the Philistines in physical combat. But you are not allowed today to go and conquer people. Do you see that? No, we need to strive to be wise like these people, honestly. So that to structure things that we control, that we be able to control people in a way that is needed for collective progress. That is it. That is what they did. They changed the basics of everything so that a human being in Africa will now proudly will be saying that I am a lamb, a sheep meant for slaughter. He will be proud professing it. And an Igbo man that is a nwagan knows na yawa atono chuku. Don't you see that here that is on the my here. Now they no longer need to force you, but you accept to be weak. But instead, only mother like you. The thing, how treachy it is. You see, Trump, let America come, this and that. But you become powerless. If we say no, let us rise up and do something. He said, no, start quoting, no, don't do that. You have to submit yourself to the. But those people, if these people that are also Christians like Trump, like America, if they continue behaving like you, will they have that power that is needed to come and save you? This is a question. Very simple question. So Bishop Kuka, the Kuka Center is emphasizing that he traced the historical roots of persecution from the crucifixion of Christ to the martyrdom of his disciples was aimed at strengthening Christian communities with message of faith, solidarity, justice, and healing. So those people that are being slaughtered, those Christian genocides going on, suffering the genocides in Castina, in Jos, in communities in Borno, where Boko Haram has killed almost all the Christians in all the countryside. He said, no, all those things is not bad. After all, Christ was crucified. The disciples of Christ was killed. And they accepted it. And Christianity continues moving. So their sacrifice is for the increment, for the advancement of Christianity. So it's not a bad thing. That is what it means. Do you see? Let me tell you, in this world, if you die, you don't die forever. Forever. Go pay no more. It's not going to, in the next maybe 20 years, you come out from the grave. No. Yes, we believe in reincarnation, but I'm talking about that particular person in body. You see that? So, what they did, we need to support IPOBO, how to defend ourselves from these Maruedas, from the Sokoto Caliphate. Are you getting it? I saw where Asari Dokubo was taunting Christians. He talked about Abaribe, this and that. He said, me, I'm a Muslim. I'm not like you people Christians. You don't defend yourself. If you come to attack me, I kill you. Do you know that the Muslims are taking Christians, mocking at them, that they are wellers? They are wellers, lamentators. That they don't, because they tell them, if they slap you here, turn the other side. Because you're a sheep, you're a lamb. No. We are lions, for goodness sake. Look at our national shirt. It's lion. I don't know how they manage to convert many of our people, many of us we turn into weaklings, for goodness sake. They turn us into weaklings. But IPOB is trying to brush us back. So, what this man is saying is talking around nonsense. This is one of the Moktabares, the representatives of the Caliphate. But in Christian bishop shirts, they know them. Another one is the governor of Benue State, Hyacinth Alia. the Caliphate outmaneuvered, outsmarted the Benue people. They gave them fake. They thought that, oh, this one, Reverend Father, he go defend us more than even autumn. They enthusiastically voted for him. The Caliphate manipulations is enormous. They know how to use sentiment to get people. That is why they cleverly recruited Simon Ekpa. They know that Igbo people are gullible. They will fall. But IPOB, we are very, very at alert. Are you getting it? They know that many of you with with all these sentimental statements and this and that, many of Igbo people, they will fall now. So now here things that happen. We IPOB in our beg, we don't know what they do, or not do nothing, or they quiet. And I hear things that happen. Where things that happen? Where is it again? Now, let me read this news headline before I open the lines, please. According to this man, which I respect, December 1st, today's news headline. Tinubu's Muslim ticket is genocide against Christians. Nigerian army compromised by repentant Boko Haram fighters. Genocide also. Cleric Dachomo, Ezekiel Dachomo. That is it. is the man that he said openly that, look, if they hold me, kidnap me, if they Fulani kidnap me, the terrorists kidnap me, do not pay ransom. He said, I'm ready, let them kill me. Say, my blood will bring about revolution. We turn around things. That is how, natural leader, you don't go crown one person, say, oh, yeah, force a leader. No. Natural leader used to emerge from things that are happening. A natural leader will emerge. You can see, oh, Kuka is a bishop, he's the archbishop of this, he's representing the Vatican, is this and that. But check his statement and this man's statement. Who is a leader? Tell me. You can say that, oh, this man, maybe he didn't go to school as he should, but that is a leader is ready to lay his life for his people. He brings out the truth. That is it. The regional leader of the Church of Christ in Nations, Reverend Ezekiel Dachimo, on Monday launched a blistering attack on Nigeria's political leadership, declaring that President Bola Tinubu's Muslim ticket amounts to complete genocide against Christians in the country. Of course, yes. But let's come to it. How did this Muslim ticket come into? First in history in Nigeria, the history of Nigeria. Because those people you are seeing as Christian leaders in Nigeria, as the DGOs in Nigeria, they are representing the Sokoto Caliphate. They are handpicked by the Caliphate to do the job they are doing today. That is why people like Enoch Adebayo, what is the name of the other one? You see, they don't talk about the Christian genocide. They avoid it. They play politics with it because they are part of the problem. How do you think that they allow Muslim ticket? In Nigeria, will you ever have Christian ticket in Nigeria? It tells you that the so-called Christians are buyable. They are buyable. They are corrupt. Everybody is right now, it doesn't concern me. What is the name of that man? Pastor Dosu Emmanuel. More than 10 years back, he warned, he made the revelations, warned. What did the Christians do in Nigeria? It no concern me. Pray. The apostle said, pray. The only Christian president for years, good Lord Jonathan, the same people representing or working for the Sokoto Caliphate, the Christian leaders that were working for the president, the Sokoto Caliphate, they fought good Lord Jonathan. Because the same Caliphate told them, go and bring somebody to be a deputy president. And they brought Osimbajo, a pastor. What did Osimbajo achieve? Nothing. Nada. He was there just as a sleeping master. Even when Buhari died in office, he can't do nothing. He only is there taking money. The Caliphate will tell you, make yourself rich. Take as much money as you can. No problem. But we have the control. So he takes money, contracts, everything, and he reaches his master. Is it Adeboyo or Adepoju? The so-called DGO. Through which, the man went to become vice president. They make money, no problem, make money. Which money you are making? The people's money. Does the Caliphate care? They don't care. Because they are in total control. Are you getting it? So, these people today, where are they? I think Enoch Adebayo, he said, no, Tinubu should tell America to give him 100 days grace, so that within 90 days he will deal with the terrorists. This is how somebody is talking. The blood of his so-called Christian fellows doesn't matter to him. What matters to him is the wealth. The world wealth, he said that it is nothing. These people are fooling you. I'm telling you. These people are fooling you. They are fooling you. I'm not going to include myself, say us. No. They are fooling you. You need to rise up. You need to open your eyes and understand that all these things are manipulations. So the Sokoto Caliphate know that these people are manipulable. What matters to them is what they can get. Money, this and that, or wealth, private jet. So all those things they are preaching about the kingdom of God, this and that, is nonsense. It's just the Caliphate know. They know. That's why they are using them. You think they are representing you? The answer is no. So we must continue revealing the Sokoto Caliphate manipulations, because that is how they roll. We will never allow them to continue, because they continue expanding. That is their mission. That is their intention. Bishop Kuka said they don't have is the intention. They don't have any intention. It's just random. No. The intention of the Caliphate right from 1804 of the establishment of the Sokoto Caliphate was to continue expanding through jihadism. So you see that Sokoto Caliphate and ISWAP, Islamic State of West Africa, is the same thing, because their fight is the same thing. That is why I said the Sokoto Caliphate must be dismantled. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go into just a few minutes break, so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people can start calling in. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
Now, let's go back a little bit to the Southeast. Because if you could remember, that period Nnamdi Kanu was extraditioned down to Nigeria. The Southeast witnessed some sort of mayhem unleashed on the people of the Southeast. That was when the name unknown gunmen was being used to describe the men perpetrating this act. Unknown gunmen, which means nobody knows who exactly is carrying out this act. Some say IPOB, ESN. But yet, this set of people that were being accused denied the charges, said they were not involved. Even during Nnamdi Kanu's court section, he denied the charge as well. But something happened on that very day Kanu was to be sentenced. A lady came out in front of the Federal High Court, and she made very weighty allegations. Very, very weighty allegations on Asari Dokubo, pointing fingers at Asari Dokubo. I would like us to sit back and listen to this lady. I've played this video before, but I'm doing it again because I did some certain research. So sit back and relax. It's just for 30 seconds.
In order to blackmail IPOB, did you know that the federal government engaged a Muslim jihadist in the person of Asari Dokubo to go and guide Southeast? Did you know that the federal government, they broke a jail in Imo State, carried all the criminals, handed them over to Asari Dokubo. He recruited them and poured them in Imo State. Did you know that the Bubago outfit is the outfit that the federal government used to carry out jihad in Imo State? And they will perpetrate this act. The next thing you will hear is IPOB. Now, who are these IPOB? You say IPOB. IPOB say it is not us. Why don't you take time and investigate? It never happened. You know that in the East today, if anybody killed, they don't carry out investigation. So all they did is to do that to set Nnamdi Kanu up to court. We are watching. We know what they want to do. Your name, my name is Lord Onneka Chimeze. I'm the president of Igbo Women Assembly. Thank you.
Man, this is serious. Now, how true are all these charges? Because it kept me pondering. But I have to do some dig up, some in-depth research. Now, I'd like you guys to also listen to this.
I have a private military company that was engaged by the government of Nigerian State. and have been doing to work for the Nigerian state. Private military companies exist all over the world. We have Black Waters, we have Wagner, we have so many private military companies. They are not even new to Nigeria. The only thing new is that maybe a Nigerian is now providing the same services that South African and Belarusians and other people provided, and we fought. We are fighting side by side with the Nigerian military in many places.
Wow. How legal is this? I sincerely speaking, how many of you know about this private military company owned by Asari? Where does he source his weapons from? His bullets? Where have you been to exercise your military might? We'll be listening to Dr. Ruben Abati. First of all, he has worked with the government before. He worked in Goodluck Jonathan's government as I think a spokesman or a special advisor, either one of the two. On the other hand, he's also a legal practitioner, and also he's working for the media, the Arise Media Company, the Arise News. So I think he has a vast knowledge when it comes to matters like this. So let's listen to him. Let's tap from his knowledge and find out if what Asari Dokubo just made mention of, what he just said, if it's legal or not. Let's listen to Ruben Abati.
Asari Dokubo to say that he runs a private military company. No, that would be an illegal company.
Yes.
It would be an illegal operation. If you look at the Nigerian constitution, only the police is given powers for internal security. If the police is overwhelmed, then you can bring in the military for limited intervention.
Yes. The
third category is what they call private security guards. Those private security guards, they are recognized by law. They are, under the Ministry of Interior, and the Establishment Act of the National Security and Defense Corps allows the Civil Defense Corps to license those private security guards who can be deployed either for public or private purposes. So if he say he has a private military company, no, that is wrong. Yeah. Because Nigeria does not recognize that. But if he says he has a private security guard company, like all these people,
and he says they work hand in hand with the Nigerian military, and they've been conducting, operations in different states.
Maybe he's using the wrong nomenclature.
In Nigeria,
somebody cannot say I'm running a Wagner operation in Nigeria. That would be illegal.
Very well said, Dr. Abati. Well,
you heard him, right? So it's completely illegal. So where is he carrying out his military exercise? Where is he performing his tax? Who is aware of this private military company? Do you know what a private military company is? It's more or less like having a national army. That's what it entails. That's what it means. This is seriously a thing of concern. Now, my greatest fear in all of this, I want you first to listen to this first.
Now look at you people in Igbo land. Look at how you are dying. Woto. You are talking. You see me? I don't wrong. On our head no correct. The be like on they look for who go finish on. Look for now everywhere finish on. Our Igbo brothers, it be like say sickness don't affect on our well. If on no cure on ourselves, I go provide cure for now.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi, Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra Land. And we are here live and direct. Today is the first day of December 2025. That's Abobo Chafo. Our lines are now open, but let me say this. You see the clip I played. You see the voice of Asari Dokubo. Where of which even I have played the clip here sometime. The time it happened new. He said it new, where he showed some guns, threatening all Igbo to kill Igbos, that he has been killing Igbos. You don't see these people on X spaces going to attack Asari Dokubo. You don't see them. Sometimes that's why I say this mixed blood of 18 is real. I am telling you. You don't see them attack Asari Dokubo. Say, look at somebody that made a statement, threatened a whole Igbo race. That is killing, not that he is going to kill, that he is killing them. We want who go finish us. He is killing, how we are dying water. No. You don't see people, Igbo people, all these people wigging their mouths on X. You don't see them going to attack Asari Dokubo. Who they attack? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who they attack? IPOB. Ndio Kenulo. Mixed bloods, I call them. Our lines are now opened. Our WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I repeat once more, +61 405 142 547. I have here people already lining up. Mazi Joe, can you hear me, please? You are the first caller. You are the first caller, please. Can you hear me? Go on. Please go on.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Mazi, you see, our people don't understand, or rather, should I say, don't know the important role of history. or maybe they are lazy to read, to source for informations, to know actually things that happened in the past so that they can use it for today and for the future. You see, the Fulanis, under the tutelage of the British Empire, they have gathered so many historical facts from the British Empire, how they treated other people and how they even treated them, which they are now using on the indigenous people of that space called Nigeria. And they are using it very well to their own advantage. Divide and rule, divide and conquer. They know the people that are that can be easily bought, because poverty has been systematically imposed on the people, so that by the time they take out of 100 people affected by poverty, if they take one out, that one, they can use that one to control the 99. For instance, now they give that one, they give him like 1 billion. They will now select like 5 again. They will give them 500 million. So that's how they will that's how they start building like a pyramid. Control from the top down. That is what is happening to our people. Our Igbo people are so, especially the ones that are Christians, they are so timid and coward and shameless. Imagine they are calling a man like them to come and save them. About the fire they are calling every Sunday, every day at crusades. Why is it not helping them? Why are they waiting for Trump to bring his own type of fire to fight their physical battles for them? Is this not enough to show them that what Christianity has brought to our land, no importance at all? It has not added to our well-being, economically or otherwise. Mazi, do you know that I am in a group where we have some members of our, IPO family? The Christians there, I noticed that whenever somebody drops a message and it ends with say, Mazi, they will not say anything, or they will not comment, they will not write anything. But as soon as they see somebody end a prayer with amen, you will see them shouting amen in Jesus' name, amen. And I used to ask these people, how are you people related to this Jesus self? Do you even know, what do you know about him? They will say he's your savior. A savior, you people you were on a
Wait,
line
Mazi,
with his name.
to the details, please.
And till today, there has been no benefit. Rather, they are the ones feeding the Vatican, donating money every day that they are taking to the Vatican. And the people there in the Vatican are just there enjoying 24 hours light, 24 hours internet access. And you people that are in the jungle, you are still praying.
Ndewo Mazi Joe. Ndewo.
Us at this moment. I pity us at this moment because many of our people don't know what is facing them. They don't know what is in their front. The Fulanis are coming down. They are coming down from the Middle Belt. They are coming down.
They are
They're
coming.
already in our places.
They are coming.
And I do hope that these are our people, that they will continue shouting this fire. Let's see if the fire will come. Thank you, Mazi.
They are coming. They are coming. Until our people sit up. Our people continue, or many of our people continue trusting all these sellouts we call political elites. Oh, governor will protect us. You know, they are coming. You need to support IPOB. Who can believe that these Fulani terrorists will be on the rampage to this extent, even in Kwara, in different parts of the country? The other day, they caught in Imo State, they caught kidnappers that are kidnapping our people, killing them in the bush. All their names, they are Northerners, they are Fulani people. People don't escalate that news. What again are we waiting for? Can Igbo people be caught in the northern bushes, kidnapping and killing Northerners, and they just take it like that? They will slaughter that they will go and ransack the Igbo people's properties and kill many of them. But they did in Imo State. I think either last 2 weeks or 3 weeks. They were caught. Fulani kidnappers in Imo State, in the bushes. And our people were taking it with a pinch of salt. No, don't worry. No, our government will trust them. Nothing happened. Everybody was continuing his business as if nothing is happening. The couples are thinking, I don't know. I therefore now everywhere they okay now. Or the only thing an average Igbo man where he can be powerful is against his own person, against his own brother. IPOB asekwa, Nnamdi Kanu asekwa, he's a terrorist, jail him. But even Asari Dokubo, they fear to talk against him. Somebody that threatened the Holy Books. Caller on signal, please go on. Caller on signal. Can you hear me, please? There, Mazi, please go on.
Kabiama, continue to give you the strength to do this tedious work. It's not easy to serve our people in the capacity of what we are doing, trying to educate our people for us to know our left and right. Please, before I'll continue to say what I have on my mind this evening, Mazi Jonathan, please, I beg you to allow me to make this important announcement. And I don't. Okay, Mazi, thank you so much. Announcement. The indigenous people of Biafra, which is IPOB Austria, is inviting every Nigerian living here in Austria, all Biafrans living here in Austria, is hereby inviting all men and women of good conscience, Biafrans, Christians, and all lovers of freedom and justice here in Austria to join us in demonstration against harsh Christian genocide in Nigeria, harsh freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience. This march we are going to hold here in Austria is going to take place on 13th of December 2025. 13th of December 2025. And the time is 11 o'clock till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. In Dutch, we said 11 uur bis 15 uur. The date is also on Saturday am Samstag, 13/12/2025. It's exactly the day we are holding this march against harsh Christian genocide in Nigeria and harsh freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience. Our meeting point on this particular day is Vienna Stad Supper. I come again, Vienna Stad Supper by Kärntnerstraße 1010 Vienna. By Kärntnerstraße 1010 Vienna. Most of us that are living in Vienna or those that will be coming from other states here in Austria down to Vienna, we know how to connect ourselves. Call the number of our national coordinator or any IPOB coordinator. They will direct you exactly the point where we are going to meet on that particular day, which I have already announced here. This march is what everybody, all IPOB here in Austria, we must make ourselves available because it's going to be on Saturday. So nobody is going to say, because I'm going to work, I'm not going to be in this protest. It is a protest that all of us must be there. And every Nigeria, if you hate the injustice that's being perpetrated in the innocent people of these killings that are going on in Nigeria through these Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, ISWAP, so just name them. Join us in this on this day, on 13th of 12. Let's come together and raise our voice so that the world will hear about these killings that is happening in Nigeria. Because there is a word that said, if you see something, say something. Because you don't know if it's going to happen to you. Most of you will be traveling back to Nigeria. And if you don't have a safe place, anything, remember the woman that came with his family from Canada that was kidnapped. They raped her, raped the man, raped her daughter, that even the woman swear that she will never come back to Nigeria, even after when she regained her life from that atrocity being committed on that woman. So when we are doing this thing, it's not about IPOB, it's about letting the world know what is happening in that country so that there will be safety. So that anytime you travel, you won't be afraid that somebody is going to kidnap you. Come and join us so that we will let the world know what is happening. That there is genocide in Nigeria against Christians. And also to let the world know the injustice that has happened to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which every Nigerian today know that this concocted nonsense that this madman called James Omotosho have done through those that are contracted him to do this injustice. We have to let the whole world know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a prisoner of conscience. This man They went to Kenya, kidnapped him, tortured him, extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria, broken the international law. All this thing is going to be open on this particular day. And we ask everybody, please, all road lead to Vienna on 13th of December 2025. Mazi Jonathan, thank you, my brother. And Mazi, I want to beg you for something, if it is possible for you, due to the nature of my job. I change the job. Whenever you are doing program, I always try to run back home early so that I can listen, because in the working places sometimes it's not allowed. And I want, if possible, I will post this thing to you through signal. Maybe if you, anytime you come on program, please, if you can help us to announce it, so that the program will be in the mind of Biafrans that Austria family is holding a protest on 13th of December 2025. If I happen to call and get in, maybe I can announce it on myself. Thank you much, Jonathan, for giving me this opportunity.
There, Mazi.
I just want to
Just send
say
it.
a little thing. Okay, thank you, Mazi. Thank you. I just want to say a little thing concerning the program of tonight. Mazi, the truth is that there is a genocide in Nigeria where it doesn't matter any boy they buy. It doesn't matter what any contract they give to Bishop Koka. A man that I thought by now he's the one that will be on top of his voice shouting about this killing. Today, he have turned 360, begin to defend the Fulanis that are killing. The life these people have murdered in Nigeria is unbearable. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shouted in 2014, that they are coming. And when they come, the army and police will guide them, will support them. Nigerian government will support them. It is about Islamization. It's about killing the Christians and to make Nigeria an Islamic country. And it have started since the so-called dead Buhari came in, and at the end of the day, he ended on Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a Muslim president, and Shetima as a assistant Muslim president. So why can't them support this killing? Because for them, most especially the Sokoto Caliphate, they believe that Nigeria believed in, is on their hand. This is why they make that place a supreme to any other chieftaincy in Nigeria. That place, even when Prince Charles came to Nigeria, he went there. He never come to this house. So for you to know that these people, what they are doing, they know what they are doing. They believe that Nigeria, and that's why their forefather Ottoman Dafodio started this thing, lead to to his son called Ahmad Bello. He said they are going to dip their Quran in the sea. Where is this? They want to come down to south. Whether you people like it or not, war is coming. These people are not giving up. Earlier, our people get ready, so that anything you hear, you can be able. You people should not allow this thing to be how these people, they just came, rush our people in sudden and kill our people in thousands. What happened in 1966 to 1970 will not repeat itself. You're ashamed. Only 2026, these people want to unleash mayhem in Nigeria. Most especially in the Igbo, our Biafran people. This government, these governors and these politicians are not going to serve you people. Their children is in abroad. Their wives, if he starts, all of them will jump their plane and run away. It will remain you. But now IPOB is shouting. They are coming, and when they will come,
Ota Ishekuye, and when they believe that feel that what we are saying here, we are joking. When it will happen, Martin and the also Agamason Lequanya Ratam. Mas Jonathan, thank you, my brother, for giving me this opportunity. I will try to send this thing immediately to you. Maybe you can help us to keep on sounding it until the protest is over. Thank you, Mazi.
There were. Thank you very much. There were. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Please go on. Caller on WhatsApp.
Can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Go on.
Let me just try and be brief as I can. This is Nnamdi calling from Ireland. Thank you very much for taking my call.
There were.
Yeah, thank you. Mazi, you see Trump, why Trump called these people a disgraced country? Trump does not just call them disgrace. Disgrace is it's a very, very derogatory word. If you call somebody a disgrace, that means that person may not recover from that word for a long time. So Trump did not just call them a disgrace. He called them a disgrace because these people negotiate with terrorists. You know, USA have a policy that they don't negotiate with terrorists, even if maybe they may do it at the back or something, but they have a policy. This is what they show to the world. We don't negotiate with terrorists. But Nigeria negotiate with terrorists. That was why when they kidnapped, these same terrorists kidnapped American citizens. Trump was in power that time, around 2018 or so. Trump had to send US Special Forces to go there and kill all the terrorists and rescue the citizens. They rescued the citizens alive and killed the terrorists. And this is why Trump called them disgrace. That how can him from far around America we send troops, we come down and neutralize the terrorists and save the citizens. And the Nigerian government that USA has been giving military hardware, military this support, money, funds, and Nigerian government has not solved this terrorism since he has been in power before. Joe Biden has done his own and left. He came back again, and the killings has been there. And Nigerian government is putting these terrorists inside the army and police and immigration. Which same country in this world, I'm saying in this world, we catch a terrorist that is killing a foreign terrorist, not even a terrorist that is indigenous, a foreign terrorist. Even countries have hardly put foreigners in their army or police, except maybe you are born there. But Nigerian government will put a foreigner that they catch that came from Mali and Niger to kill their citizens. When they catch them, they put them in the army and military and police. And useless Nigerian citizens are there looking at these policies. Nigerian government have policies not killing these terrorists. They catch them and put them in the army. Why won't Trump call them a disgraced country? Trump interviewed Buhari because of his 2018. He told him to his face that why are you killing Christians? When he started saying it's climate change that make this, started talking nonsense. And this thing has coming to Trump again. Trump now look at this thing. What is happening? This same thing again. And if you check those days, it was suicide bombers during the good luck time, bombing. They now told Trump now called this man and challenge him. This man did not say anything good. And you can see the last thing I want to say, before I drop, you can see that Gumi is trying to paint these Fulani terrorists. He's trying to paint them like kidnappers. He's not trying to put them like terrorists that are killing people, taking over communities. That is why in his interview, he said that they only kidnap children for ransom, that they don't kill people like forcefully, like how IPOP became military. And so he's trying to change the narrative that these people are not killers. These people are just mere kidnappers. They are not killed. You see, Nigerian media do not ever report when these people go to Benue communities to kill in numbers, to kill in numbers. Nigerian media will downplay it. But Nigerian media will always report kidnapping. When you check in the news, Fulani terrorists kidnap this. They don't report when they go to Benue to kill like 50, 60, 100, 200. Except people go there to do it by themselves. Except individuals go there to do it. Nigerian media don't report it. They only report kidnapping. So Nigerian People should open their eye, not allow these people to change this narrative from killers of taking communities, jihad to kidnapping. Thank you, Maz.
There, Mazi. Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear? Is it? No. Caller on Signal. Mazi select number. Can you hear me?
Yes, Professor Jonas.
There, Mazi. There.
And good evening to every Biafran. I remember Mazi Senate Naba. So, ground zero home precisely. Professor Jonas, let me swiftly do justice to the topic of tonight. And I must start by saying that Bishop Kuka and Reverend Alia are complete disappointment to Catholic priesthood. Because I must ask them, what do they understand by genocide? When foreigners who invaded a supposed country move from communities to communities, get them killed, get their properties burned, move into church, burn down those churches, kill members of those churches, and destroy everything that is living. Even non-living things are completely destroyed and decimated by these marauding Fulani jihadists. There are no provocation. You just invade the people and you, with the intent to destroy life, and you get those life destroyed. So it is, I don't know, Professor Jonas, but what Bishop Kuka, the statement attributed to him, and I know that the Bishop Kuka was the one who made such statement, because anything that you saw that Nigerian newspaper keeps circulating, you know that it is really coming from that person, especially when it is in support of this lying and the jihadist government of Nigeria. So you know that it is true. And it must be condemned, because people cannot continue to speak with double side of the mouth every time. And all these things happen when money exchange handy. And you know that Nigerian government is very good in bribery. And this must be a kind of awakening to people with good conscience, because our churches are now next to Sokoto Caliphate. That is why many of them are living in denial and living in fear. So, and that is what is happening. We mustn't allow them to have their way. We must call this by what it is, because it is genocide and it is Christian genocide, and it keeps happening every day. But even today, Professor Jonas, it happened in Enugu State. A woman was adopted and people were killed in the home of the deputy governor. It happened by this marauding Fulani jihadist. So, but the problem is that the Nigerian mainstream media keep downplaying it, and that is why our people must double their effort to keep this, to keep it ringing, because if we allow it to die down, if we allow this food to have their way, because they are, even if it is to sell all the oil and they use the oil on lobbying, on bribing people in America, they will do it to bribe people globally. But we must be consistently consistent to make sure that this fire never done, to preach this truth, to let the people of good conscience in the world to know that there is Christian genocide in Nigeria. It is not something that anybody can debate, because the truth speaks for itself. If you doubt it, you will come. When you come, we will take you to the field and you see it for yourself. Because unlike the Nigerian mainstream media who sit in the comfort of their office to write propagandas and dish out fake faulty statement, just like the BBC fake news. But we go to the field and we extract the fact. We interact with the people and see what is happening on the ground, and we send it to the world. So, and that is the difference between we and them. Sokoto Caliphate is doing everything to make sure that the generality or the population in the Christian community downs to their tone by trying to quench this Christian genocide, which is happening and which is true. But we must not allow that to happen, Professor Jonas. And that is that. To the people that some of our people who are behaving as though they are reasoning from the annals, specifically, let me mention also Kanu that you rightly pointed out. Professor Jonas, you know, in the language of our leader, he said, and I quote, when Biafra come, there will be a compulsory DNA test. Because it is not everybody with Igbo name that it is Igbo. There are so many infused plots. We know their stories. You know, we all know their stories. It is not a hidden thing. So sometimes when they come out to make some kind statement, you should not take them serious because there is no Igbo blood running them. But when Biafra come and we have the full DNA test, you would be surprised at the result that will be produced. So, Professor Jonas, let me leave it here. Thank you for doing this great work. We must continue to do what we are doing, and Biafra will come at the end of the day. Almost Biafra. Say almost Biafra.
There were almost Biafra. There were. Thank you very much. There were. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me?
Mazi, I can hear you. Good evening, sir. My name is Sindana Akparimadu.
There were.
Precisely from Igbocha, but right now I am at Okpara's land, which is Anambra, Okparandi Igbo. Mazi, I am so happy to come on this. But before that, I want to ask, what is though I know, but when it comes to the contents of Nigeria, and all their useless politics, what is the difference from a kidnapper and a terrorist? Because when I stand before a man who have a gun in the name of a kidnapper to take me out for some ransom or financial interest, if I have high BP, I will go down before he can cock that gun. So it's as if as I am threatened with my life before such person. So I'm asking, when somebody decided that I am not going to call these people terrorists again, but rather kidnappers or maybe bandits, as they have chosen to be calling them, are they saying this to look down on those who wish to us to turn back and say, oh, okay, they are not terrorists, okay, they are this, okay, Trump, don't worry. As in, I'm just looking at all this context, as in, what is really going on when somebody comes and say, these guys are not terrorists, that they are bandits, that they are kidnappers, that they are unknown gun, they are gun known, they are, all these things make me feel like, do we really have people who reason beyond their news or what? Because Trump cannot retreat back. Trump is not a black man. Trump is not Okoroawosa. He's not Ojos or Carlo. Trump is not Wike, who is fighting for a land that he never know where he came from. So all I'm trying to say is this. Definitely, Trump will never reiterate his words, not coming to fulfill it, because it is a challenge that would dictate if America are negotiating with terrorists. This junction, it's going to be a yoke on every word, on every person, as in the G12 or G32 or whatever they call them. All of them are watching. They want to see him swallow back his saliva, and he cannot do it. He's coming there. He's coming down here to finish this war for them. So another thing I just want to say is this, please, sir. The idea of oh, come on, the idea of looking up to only IPOB to do this needful, yes, it's good, but it's not really a good one. I think there are a few persons that are dictating, even here that I am in Anambra, some persons are like, are you sure that this is real? Radio Biafra talking, talking. Yes, it's real. And some of them they are listening. Even this night as I'm standing here, I can even give one of the elders to talk. But that's not why I called now. All I'm saying is that those of them who are in our chanja, like you used to say, can we meet them one-on-one secretly for them to remit something for us? Sorry for saying it on air, because this thing is looking as if they leave everything for us. Yes, we can do it, but our financial strength is not really strong enough. Can't we have a way of writing to them secretly, or maybe them coming to us, we going to them individually secretly for them to remit? You people send us a channel that they can pass this money, because as in the juncture we are now, if any care is not taken, these guys will take us on our way, because we want to see the downfall of Caliphate. This is the real game that they are playing, and I know you are a chess player. Nnamdi Kanu is a chess player. Mazi Chinasa is a chess player. Ekoroleke is a chess player. So please, let's play this game to the best of our knowledge and win this war, please. Thank you, Armin.
There were. Thank you very much. We must continue, like what you said, what you propose. This is not the time to start writing our people. We need support. At this stage we are. If our people cannot do something, by themselves, without push, because we are pushed enough, and we continue pushing with the facts that are on ground, with what is happening. We have been calling on people to make contact. This is not the time to start writing people support us. You see many of them, you see they will, yeah, you know our people now. Oh, ndị a na-ayọzi ka m nye ha ego, ka anyị nye ha ego, ka anyị tọwara ha ego. You see ọgba paper. This is this very gullible and stupid character of our people, or some of our people anyway. So when our people continue thinking that no, it doesn't concern me, it doesn't concern me. On the here, I don't know change. Maybe n'abalị a o rechana ya nwete nwa obere again, obere change, ga ṅụọ taa nkwobi, macha njakịrị. Ya ga who tụrụ na bed ọ na-agwọ ụra ka dimkpa bili. That is only thing. Tomorrow the same thing. You don't consider. One day you will see him being kidnapped or taken, killed by a terrorist. So his people night here we don't know that it will happen to him. I never believe what these things they are talking until now. It don't happen. Now my brother. A time of pity, of pity. The cry of our people, all this some useless cries, it doesn't touch me any longer at all. Say yes. Okay, retention your open. I think one time, the other time, I think during the Uromi killing, before you know, I think in Kanu, they killed a man that was loaded his goods, or I don't know, loading his goods from a container or something like that in Kanu. They invaded him, looted his goods and killed him. He became one of the story. That person, he didn't know that it will happen to him. When he's hearing something, he say, "It no concern me. I beg, India, this IPOB, they are propagandists. It no concern me. What did I do? He will touch you. He will touch Dick and Harry. What used to give me, I used to study about that 1966 pogrom. When our people were killed, massacred in the north and in the southwest, middle belt, everywhere, that time they remember it touched everybody. Because you're not choosing a solution. Nah, our people are not proactive. IPOB will continue talking until one day hear that these people open fire. They ransack a village in Imo or in Anambra. Even if it happen, other people in other areas, I say no, they continue their business. No, I make it a good business. Yeah, buy guy in opera. Selfishness. But IPOB, we are here. We need the support of everybody. You can inbox, call, or private inbox, right? Me or any of the broadcasters that you want to donate money to IPOB. It's okay. It's okay. But writing people individually say give us money for what? Only on the no. Caller on Signal. Let me see. Are you still there? Caller on Signal, please go on.
Yes, Mazi Jonathan.
There, Mazi.
There, Mazi. First of all, my name is Mazi Fine. Mazi Fine, calling from his location. Mazi Mechko Kabia must strengthen you. That's my prayer. Also, I thank our leadership. Especially, I thank our leader. May your days be long. You will live and see Biafra. Also, I thank our gallant men, Eastern Security Network. Mechko Kabia must strengthen people. We are not going to go back. We must continue this work. Mazi, let me chip into your program this night. Mazi, where was Kuka when they use fake bishop and endorse Muslim tickets for Tlibu and the commander of Boko Haram? Where was Kuka? Where was Ayodepo?
Mazi, are you still there?
All right. So, where was them? See, this man tried to deny the reality, the facts on ground because of money. Now that these clergymen, they are not really, practicing what they are preaching. Mazi, in our crocodile eyes, in our own time, a bishop refused to die. He refused to die. Rather, he paid ransom, millions of naira, for him to live. Mazi, does that not teach us a lesson? Our people, I don't know when they will know something. Now, see how they are killing Christians.
Mazi, you are dropping. I don't know. You are stopping. Why? I don't know. Oh, it's reconnecting. Reconnecting. Okay, I think you have made your point. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me? You'll be the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp, please. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, Mazi. Mazi, good evening.
On there, Mazi, please go on.
Mazi, Biko, I don't know. I don't know how to put it. But to be honest with you, on Manesum, and I have many questions to ask the DOS and the Mazi Chinasa, but I will reserve some on program. My question is, why are these people afraid of people say that they eat money? This thing we are talking about, these people are coming, we keep on announcing on the radio. We have units Can they mandate us? Or good every month we pay 20,000 each unit. It's what we are doing to ourselves, for God's sake. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our leader, yes. But if he's not in the picture, the leader is the DOS. Every unit of 20 or 50 or whatever, Mazi, let us help ourselves. We are not all that hungry here. I have called this radio several times. The pledge of 20,000 maker since the last 2 years. I have called where to deposit this money, and up to today, no answer. Mazi, this thing is getting out of hand. How long are we going to keep on complaining? Does that mean that na Biafra land now here now? Or we need to see, we need anything to contribute. Let them bring out strategies. The zone, each zone, Ghana contribute more 30 or 40 or 50. In every month, we can do it, Mazi. I don't know why they are afraid of bringing some strategies that.
Mazi, can you hear me?
Accusing them of eating anymore.
Mazi, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
Okay. I understand your point, but let me tell you this. Because sometimes, what we tell people in private is good. We say it so that people will understand. We have been soliciting for funds everywhere. In Biafra land because of the situation of things in Biafra land and even in Nigeria in general, there are ways things are. Now, you can privately contact me or even another broadcaster. Contact me and say, please, I want to donate. I want to support what you are doing. People are doing it, even from Biafra land, for your information, privately. But there is amount that is needed because there is a risk involved in it. Providing account, even on everything. Mazi, you should understand, we are fighting monsters everywhere. Mazi, IPOB is fighting monsters everywhere. Are you getting what I'm saying? There is a minimum amount that is required. If you want to donate, we tell you there is this minimum amount you can donate. Otherwise, there is no need for you to donate. Because you cannot use because of some little amount of money, give out account, when you're going to mess up that account. Our people know how to mess things up. I am telling you. So when you see the leadership taking some precautions, do not blaze out of experience. In any slightest mistake, somebody will go down. Somebody and a young man account, transfer reason. For IPOB. It put everybody in danger. So our people don't understand. Is it because of, for example, 20,000 naira? Now you can risk people's life? No. We don't do it. If it is, for example, you contribute money, for example, in group, onya with the 10, onya with the 20, onya with the 30, onya with the 5, onya with the 1. You can call and say, okay, lay the amount of money you want to contribute. After all, people, even personally, I've been giving out, people are contacting me personally, even from Biafra land. Some amount of money. It's normal. So our people should understand this and stop blaming, this and that. There are things people don't understand or will not know until any slightest mistake you make, people's life is at risk. That is what you should understand. So it's not something that will be announced every time. And when MPS, the people in in Biafra land, oh yeah, you need to contribute. These are people will take advantage of it. We have experience of it. People will start taking advantage and now we have. So please, I want our people to be following this leadership methodically. We are matured. Not everything you start being mad on. There is a reason. IPOB need money, but we want our people's life secure. That is it, and we want to reduce some risks. That is the thing. You can, if you have like-minded people, okay, Kaito ego, because age him 20,000, ije gole, or see go 10, before him in a ego quality. Now you make contact, you say, okay, for us not to do this, let me contact, or please, Mazi, we have so amount of money we want to donate to IPOB. Here also so group. How do we do it? It's reasonable. But you don't expect IPOB now now so one bank number or bank account. We have passed this now. We have passed this. So
it's okay.
that is the thing. So you should understand it.
What you are saying, but,
yes.
But the issue now, because I have raised this thing now our side, now our name a bit now. Has again, no, they don't do anything without the instruction of IPO. This can you open a new way to maybe you personally when me with yeah they can 1 million or 500 or 200 yeah. Say can you now I got I know some people do with 20, 30, 40. I contribute. Has him banine kwaya nandi shiga bamba na haga make
as long it's not Mazi, let me tell you, it's not mandated. No. Mana, if it comes from your mind, for example, you with the mindset to give, to donate. Now you see another person, you talk to him, not order from my leadership, no. But now here metrom nobi. Now can you do it? He said, okay. Oh yeah, can you do it? It's allowed. But it's not an order that everybody contribute. No. Because people in ground zero, we know what they are suffering. But there are still, so because of like what you said, and when did DOK there are people that I even personally through me, there are people that have been contacting me, giving money, as they can. So it's something, but only limit. That is why when somebody contacts you, write me, I will ask him, Mazi, you are calling, are you in Biafra land? They say yes. Or even in the wider Nigeria, say yes. How much do you want to contribute? That is the reason I ask. How much do you want to donate? Or same so amount. Say okay. If you don't reach, I said no. The order from the leadership is this: the money must reach so amount before we can provide any account for you. If not, there is no need. You were that's a little money you were in your full IPOB, just it's part of the giving. In here, say your business or anything in them, it's the same thing. But if you can do it now, you can gather like-minded people. It's not mandatory. Say you must give, okay, natural can can we contribute so that we donate? Now here, it's like that. That is the way. That is it.
It's okay, Mazi. Mazi, Udochiko Kagama,
the Korage. There. Thank you very much. Yeah. Caller on Mazi Emi Chris. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi. Good evening from here.
There. Please, Mazi, make it brief because yeah, there.
I had your broadcast all this while. We are very, very how we are feeling so happy. The cities of Nigeria and the couple to Igbo politicians and the Igbo political elite, what they call it. Your broker said here, I think we as the IPOB or as the Igbo, I am a Benihai Choramando. This lifestyle of the Igbo, they would all the time. In this critical situation where we are at the Igbo, you see some people celebrating Igbo Day now at Scotland, celebrating Igbo Day now New York, making all this rubbish, this new social media noise. When he here. And I don't know whether you have seen a video of one lady. I think obviously you must have seen it. The one lady who came previously trying to condemn us and they come and say the same thing was Jews are state. The point of this struggle that we as the people have not rise up. I want the time whereby such a woman by night would have received a dirty slap, only slap. Beat her mercilessly by I don't think people of Palestine will come on the road and talk about it wrong about the Hamas and what they call it. You can't talk wrong about them because you know the consequences is this. This is the point. If you have not gotten to this point, we think by talking is the only way to solve our problem. Yes, it takes us a long time trying to educate our people. And the environment where our people are is not a conducive one. You can educate somebody for the past 20 years. The next 5 or 2 years, they will listen to rubbish on their social media or people around him. He will change his mind again. The only thing I find very difficult in Igbo people is to change from their normal life to go to a different lifestyle. Anything out of that, they become upset. Comfortability, relaxing very well, wherever you go, find a very comfortable house, ride your car, live your family. If you want to take all these things from the life of Igbo, you are causing problem. So our people have not rise up or have not wake up to understand the peculiarity or the situation the Igbo are in. Those are fighting us. And you said they vigorously divided our Igbo nation. And they are working hard. You know, when they are saying that, when we talk about Igbo, say, it's not only 5 states. Believe me, a child that was born 10 years ago will not even know that the Igbo people are not 5 states. You believe that? Because that is what he was saying. That the Igbo people are 5 states. So these people, what I'm saying here is that the Yoruba and the other Nigerians are still plotting the destruction of Igbo continuously all the time. They never stop. They continue plotting how Igbo people will fall down. So they go on social media. When you talk about Biafra, you say that you take your 5 states and go. Still planning, all this they are telling you, some people, it means nothing to some people. But you understand that we are not 5 states. But because we have been old in this struggle, or even old in Nigeria, let me just put it, our age, before Nigeria begin to balkanize us, we have known where we are. When children born out 2000, 2005, 2010, the next 10 years, if you didn't educate them, let them know all these things, how would they know? That is the way of going. So Caliphate, what you said about Caliphate, they are working very, very hard. And they're very, very unfortunate. They use Chinedu. You see, during Buhari, they couldn't achieve their goal. And they are trying to achieve their goal. The whole Nigerians are calling for and they have to drop. They have to drop. And they put Chinedu. to use Tinubu to accomplish what they want to do. Now, you cannot say that Fulani person is in power. You cannot say that Fulani person is in charge. The only president who has taken over since this democracy can never change is Inspector General Police, IGP. Every president took over, he changed the Inspector General Police, but this one never. They maintain the old one of the one. That's clearly the power that the current state to hold in Nigeria. So this is what we are going to. So my main point is, my man, why I call it that we will rise up. This kind of people that make all traffic against IPOB, against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, honestly, we'll be ready to go to prison with them because of them. If that lady that made us, if I ever see that lady in this country, where I am, or somebody like Juice Okalo, any day I walk on the street towards Juice Okalo, if you don't hear that they make this in prison or being arrested, any day I call this lady Biafrans, ask me to drop. Because we'll get to that point. Disgrace them in the public, give me a dirty slap. And one of the person who went to look for Obiano, when Obiano came to Italy, and he hid, we couldn't see him. Time shall come, our people should rise up. When you hear somebody talk rubbish against IPOB, against Mazon, give that person slap there instantly without wasting time. If you mess up, beat him very, very well. That's where we are going to stop this nonsense. Anybody have mouth, we know one idiot to call the award. Every day he comes around because nothing has happened to him. If you have dealt with him, beat him up, I think he will shape the man when anytime he wants to talk about IPOB. We are no more a kid in this struggle. We have been many years in this struggle with the population. We're easily bigger than a country. Some countries in Europe, IPOB members are bigger than them. And we allow all this thing to be happening. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you.
There were, Mazi. Caller on WhatsApp, Mazi Chinedu, please make it, if I'm right, I don't know. Make it very brief. You are the last caller, please.
Yes, Mazi.
Okay, there were.
Mazi, I say thank you so much.
There were.
Mazi, I want to talk to my brother that just finished calling now that we're not going to sleep. Do I need to waste my energy in a person that is not useful? Most of them, just like our brother has called before this very last caller, that said we should go and beg them. Beg them for what? Most of them that you see, they will be roasted on top of that. You see by the Fulani. Why do I need to go and start wasting my time chasing around a non-entity that the Fulani will soon capture? Go and ask people in the north that were shouting Arwa, Arwa, Nigeria, Nigeria. Go and ask people in the middle belt. It's not like the so-called TUNU that is running around. Bam, 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 bam. What has he been able to achieve for the whole of these years? Is it not just to knock down Igbo people's house and destroy their properties and enable the Fulani hegemony and the Fulani continuity of enslaving and killing Christians all over Nigeria? It is the hate, the tribal wickedness that they have against Igbo. That is what will swallow every one of them. Mazi, you know, I say na onye si na ihe anyị na-eme ebe a na ọ dị mfe, ya ga-were ekete ekute mmiri. That is why I over cherish this very organization. The only thing we owe this very organization is to keep floating it, keep holding the line. Because you know this time, this very Fulani is Gamopua. Do you know presently now, none of them can travel anywhere. Even a 1 kilometer journey, they are all afraid that the so-called ragtag Fulanis will capture them. That is how dirty and how as in useless that the entity called Nigeria has become. The so-called Fulani jihadish that is killing Christians. It is this same British that is encouraging it, because like father like son. the whole violence, the whole war that you have all over the world, it is caused by this same shameless British. If it's not because of the resistance of people in America, America wouldn't have been in existence today. What useful has the Britain become to the world? That is why they have sworn to see that Biafra will never exist. Through this same Fulani, encouraging them in every way. Look at a shameless country that kept quiet. The so-called zoo, rogue and criminally, as in a turn everything upside down and sentence themselves, thinking that they sentenced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And none of them said anything. Is it not this in Nigeria that Anthony Guterres came and encouraged them to put the Fulani terrorists in the army? Look at how they are going around. Last Sunday they went to the church and killed people, killing Christians as if they are all fly. And this same killing did not start today, because as in because we have been keeping quiet. And I want to use this opportunity to encourage or advise the world. We are not children, neither are we fools. We have been educated. We have been exposed to all what is happening. We can do these things on our own. What we need is just that, recognition of the sovereignty of Biafra. How can we just sit down in our place and people are killing us like flies and think that they can get away with it? What is encouraging this? Is it not the Nigerian state? The Nigerian state, established by Lord Lugard, by the devilish Lugard through British, it is what have been eating the lives of every Nigerian, every indigenous person. You don't have light, you don't have water, you don't have security, nothing you can, anything that you can, even the things that animals have been able to provide for them, Nigerians, the so-called nation or whatever they call themselves, have not been able to provide it. You go to the hospital, before you know, they take out your kidney, they take out your livers and sell them. Pure daylight, what they call it, cannibalism. What is there to preserve Nigeria for? Is it the so-called uniform people that is in the street killing young men, taking their? Look at what they did in the East. Look at what the so-called Nigeria did in the East. Organized their military, their police, their DSS, their everything, went to the East, kill and kill and kill and kill and kill and kill and kill. So they are now saying that all their whole dump site has filled. With which people's love, which people's life, for God's sake? And you tell me that I should not talk about it. You tell me that I should not agitate. Most of these are people that is running about. Why are they not running around now to buy land again? They have locked their stupidity. I am not begging anybody in anything at all. What I need is just to hold on to this very establishment. That is why I thank Elohim for providing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the same Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, me in particular, I have sold my life to this very struggle. Because Gawi who had info, Gawaz who had info, we must hold on and see that we fight our way out. Personally, I traded my life for some. I went through the Sahara Desert. What causes it? Is it that I'm not strong? Is it that I'm not intelligent? Is it that I'm not hardworking? But you will be in a country where that is as hell as anything on earth. And you say we shouldn't talk, we shouldn't stand up. The Fulani Caliphate, the Sultan of Sokoto, is the beneficiary, is the main person that this whole jihadists that have had that have come from all over Africa to come and take Nigeria. And let me tell everybody that cares to listen that in everywhere in Africa, they have chased them away. Mali, where they form Azwad and the rest of them, Mali rise up and chase them away. In Burkina Faso, it is only Nigeria now they now see, because of the docility, because of your hatred of Igbo man since 1914 to date. That is the only place where they have the confidence that they can take away. And keep sitting by there thinking that you're doing somebody. Look at 200 and something million useless people. What is the essence of taking millions of as in people that doesn't know their left and right into Biafra? Is it not to allow this same Fulani to reduce them so we have some few sensible people? Look at 200 and something million people running around crying like this, America should come. Because they have prayed themselves into spiritual helpfulness. You pray for physical thing, you pray for spiritual thing, you pray for things. In the sight of God, all of you are all useless. It is people like us that God sees as his servant. If you don't know, you think it's by crying. You're thinking that Trump will come. Trump should not come anywhere. You should say, do the needful by saying what is what have been there crying, what millions have died, what they starved 2 million children to death. You should say it out. Biafra is what we need. And Biafra, in all of our struggle, in all of our pain, in all of our death, we have been, we deserved it. And just say it and see if this Fulani will remain one. Ask themselves, why have they not been, even every woman that is running around, they think it's by magic that their east is still safe. Just as they have been running around, running over other states and other regions. Why have they? It is people that is sacrificing. Do you know what people do? People are in the bush running around, saving your cities, and you're telling me to come and beg you for Guinea. They will bring it together. This same Fulani will bring it and roast you and roast sense into that your head. Mazi Jonathan, I say, may Elohim bless you, bless the DOS, and bless everyone that is standing and in the gap. Because what we are doing, if we don't do it, there is nobody that will do it for us. And we are the target. We are the target. Look at if this country can kill 2 million children through starvation, what would they do to us that have stand in the gap? That is why nobody should back down, no matter what. Nigeria is on the brink of collapsing. You see as it is now, presently in Nigeria. If you don't know, because most of you don't have inner eyes, you don't look into issues critically. They will tell you that Fulani did this one. You just go and sit down. Before you know, you'll go to church and pray and shout, Jesus will help you and Jesus should help you. Financially, Nigeria is down. It is just because of your trade and foreign inflow of cash that is keeping the country. And this so distance side, they will just circle you. They are in your streets, they are in your compounds. It's just in the time, they will blow you. What do you have? Mazi, thank you so much. Elohim bless everyone.
Thank you very much. And this is where I'm going to switch off the phones. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. The time is now for us to continue what we are doing, continue acting, continue supporting what we are doing. Before I close, I want to read this news headline, which I just saw. I just saw it now. According to, it's just now, Trump is targeting Nigeria's oil, mineral wealth, Pastor Tunde Bakari claims. It's today's news, you know. These are people, I don't know, you go into these people's churches, you see thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people, or millions even, contributing money that make them who they are every time. Now, why can't these people, the members, just be asking questions? Say, why is the GO downgrading what is going on? You know, the devil is in the details. You know, these people, they train them, brainwash them never to ask questions. That is the worst part of this religion. Don't ask questions. Your pastor he knows everything. So why should you, once he tells you something, do you know that it is just, do you know that this church is monarchy, it's a government of its own? Do you know that? It's monarchy, where somebody is divinely ordained. So everything he says goes. You don't need to argue. You don't need to ask question. You just do it. It's just like what in catechism, the infallibility of Pope. Is what is going on today. So when even the people that are being murdered, the Christian genocide that is going on by the Sokoto Caliphate, right from time immemorial. Now, the pastors that's supposed to escalate it, they are tuning it down that it is not occurring. What does it tell you? Pastor, he said Trump is targeting Nigeria's oil, mineral wells. Pastor Tunde Bakari claims. Now, is Nigeria oil profitable to Nigerians? That is the question. Is Nigeria crude oil from our land, is it profiting you and mine? Where there is no running, no electricity. What then are we talking about? He's targeting. If Trump can come and even take the crude oil, be in charge of that crude oil, and stop the caliphates from murdering Christians, stop the genocide, bring security. What are you going to say about it? Our oil. They are the people that Tunde Bakari is one of the people benefiting from the oil. Do you see these people? I call them the Yoruba bigots. Yoruba bigots. Don't you see Fani Kayode? He is now recommended for an appointment, ambassadorial appointment, like Reno Mukri. This is why, they reward them when they portray, profess hatred against anti-Igbo, anti-IPOB, when they are highly vocal publicly. They reward them. Thank you. And this is how they roll. The Nigeria unity, so-called unity in bracket, unquote, is depending on the hatred of the Igbos. That is it. That's why I always say that we are the collateral damage of the so-called one Nigeria. I am telling you, the collateral damage, and we should never allow it. Otherwise, the continuous existence of the so-called Nigeria means our disintegration. That is Igbo disintegration, Igbo destruction. That is what it means. That is it. You cannot eat your cake and have it. We cannot be a people together under one Nigeria. It's impossible. Either Nigeria exists to our destruction, or we exist as a people to the destruction of Nigeria. It will happen. So you see, this Tunde Bakari, if you go there now, you see thousands and thousands of his people donating their hard-earned money. He brainwash people. They are Igbo people. Most of them are Biafrans. They don't ask questions. Some come from even Middle Belt, where all this genocide is taking place. But they don't ask him questions, because he's God. He is God. Pastor have spoken. So he's a monarch. His word is the word of God. See, Trump is targeting Nigeria's oil, mineral wealth. Is what Trump is targeting. So it's better to continue in this quagmire, so that the Christian people are being chased away from their ancestral lands. Terrorists occupy there. People are living under bondage. Christians have been even being taxed to pay by the terrorists. They are being either given option either to convert or to die. In Nigeria, these people are not seeing it. These are the agents of the Sokoto Caliphate. I continue telling you. Tunde Bakaro, Enoch Adeboyo, the other one, Adepoju Abi, I don't know. Adebayo, I don't know. Kuka. All of them are agents of the Caliphate, the Sokoto Caliphate. All of them. This one now, they tell him, he's protecting his brother. He's a Yoruba person. Imagine what they did during Jonathan regime. How many children are being kidnapped every day in Nigeria today? But look at Jonathan time. Bring back our girls. Where is RBL Excelency? May I tell you that you see the caliphate. They are dribblers. One they dribble you, they use you, dribble you, piam. cannot be exequently. Can she organize people, bring back our girls? Where is she? Champion, bring back our girls, bring back our girls, bring back. You know, when they see weak, I don't blame anyway. When they see weak person, they rise up weakling. That's why strive not to be weak, honestly. Imagine how many people have been kidnapped, how many school girls and boys and everybody every day in Nigeria today. During good luck, Jonathan, on our shelter everywhere in the world. Hey, bring back our girls, bring back our girls. Pursue Jonathan. He is incompetent. Oh, he is this and that. Before you know, he's gone. Now they usher in a Boko Haram patron, Buhari, which you had it from Good Luck Jonathan. He represented Boko Haram during negotiation set up by his own government, a commission. Buhari was delegated by Boko Haram to represent them in the negotiation. So who is Buhari? He's their patron. This is a person that ruled Nigeria. Nigerians kept quiet. You see Nigerians, I don't pity them. Anywhere you see, they are killing us. They block road. I say, hey, Chineke, one on your one, how the caliphate, they go full on it. Because this is what they deserve. This is what they embrace their killers. This is what they deserve. Look at what Pastor Tunde Bakare is talking. That Trump is coming for our oil. Is our oil. He don't talk about the kidnapping of 300 and 400 and something children at a time, 20 something school children, 50 something school children, every day kidnapping. He don't talk about it. But these are people that organize physical protests during Good Luck Jonathan time. Hypocrites everywhere. And you want me to say so, to be sorry for you for being gullible following them? You want me to be sorry for you? No, I will not be. I will not be. Catastrophe. The Nigerians embrace terrorism. They will see it. You Fulani terrorists. They will show them. They will be showing Pepe. Come on, move now from one city to another. Everybody is afraid, and because you can be a victim at any time. Then you have security. You have security in Iguacha. Travel from Iguacha now in the night. God have blessed you. Jesus have blessed you, giving you a big car, a good car. Drive it now in the night. Come out for Onisha. They go Bini for night with your God-given car. Let's see. A people without shame. Trump called Nigeria a disgraced country, and that is more than a disgraced country. A country that is crying, give us a weapon. We need the weapon now. That is what you 200 and something million people. You cannot manufacture weapon. No technological advancement. You cry like children. A country. No, we need a weapon. Whereas others are advancing. You are crying, still crying for, hey, give us a weapon now. Let us, they block for us buying weapon. Rubbish. You cannot develop homemade weapons because of your hatred of the Igbos. We must continue. We will no retreat, no surrender. Do you see this journey we engage in? It is better we don't start it than starting and stopping halfway. All of us will be gone, I'm telling you. So, Biafra remains everything we have. Biafra is our religion. Biafra remains our ideology. And you can never defeat ideology. Wole Soyinka said it. He won Nigeria several times. Right from